while the
There it goes. Pressed it. I pressed it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
You stay steady.
I won't move. Now
Getting
I'm
everything right. Okay, it
live
says we're
chat.
live now.
Now we're live.
Coy,
Can
as
they
I'm
hear us?
continuing to set up, you keep
Someone say if you can hear us.
you keep interacting in the chat, Coy. Well, Greg
Joshua
keeps,
J. Gonzalez, I see you. Eugene Johnson is
keep
excited
doing your
for
thing,
Deadpool.
Coy.
People are getting their tickets today. People already have some tickets
can
for
you
Friday
guys-
and Sunday.
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, they haven't told me yet. I think it's the delay.
It's a slight delay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Philip is in there.
Yeah.
Christian Unpronounceable.
Leave a
They
like.
see us. Can they hear us?
Can you hear
Christian
us?
Unpronounceable is alerting us that it is in fact live. We are getting yo's.
I'm getting the stream ready as we're starting. Coy, say hi to
are
everyone.
live. Oh,
Okay,
let's
say hi to everyone. I need to get
go.
everything ready. I didn't even get any photos for today's stream,
None?
Coy. Ah, damn it.
All right, it's fine.
Okay.
We don't need them.
Guys, hold on a
Luckily,
second.
we have that graphic that'll stay there the whole time.
This is what intermittent fasting does
It's
when you
madness.
go live. without
Madness,
eating.
Greg.
Okay.
You got to eat.
Okay, guys, we got Coy.
Hey.
Start teasing for
Guys,
what we're going to
gonna
talk about today.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Thank
We're
God.
going to talk about the Russo brother rumors. We're going to talk about some quotes from Kevin Feige that dropped in the last 48 hours.
What?
We're going to talk, well, apparently I'm going to talk about some quotes from Kevin Feige
the
that
hell
dropped
are
in
you
the last
talking about,
48
Coy?
hours. Brandon talked to him. Brandon got some cool little tidbits out of him.
Who the hell's Brandon?
Davis, you know Brandon? Brandon
Oh,
Davis?
I never talked to him.
Oh, I know Brandon. Well,
I'm a
Brandon
little
got-
intimidated when I get around him.
Oh, he's a nice guy. He got some good quotes. And I'm giving credit to a journalist, unlike TikTok. And we're going to talk about.
With him.
Well, he's a nice guy, and he does a job, and he actually does prep. He actually reads comics as opposed to people that read Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Greg leaking the trailer footage that bothers me that it's out there because it's an official trailer, so it's not a leak, but it shouldn't be out there because it was a waste of secrecy.
Hey, Jeff Carroll's our first super chat for
Hey,
today.
Jeff Carroll, we're back.
Oh,
doing
never
lives.
lose your nerd in here. Thanks for being in our first super chats, guys. We are going to kick this off as Greg is learning how to log in.
It's going great.
To
It's going
everything
great.
here.
He's logging in. He's going to get graphics. I'm going to run the live chat here. Avengers group up together now. We're trying Power Ranger Rick. I like your name. X-Men at SDCC. Noel Gonzalez. I think so. In fact, I think Avengers 5 is about to be Avengers Vs X-Men, and then Avengers 6 is Secret Wars. But that's going to be announced, I think, next Saturday.
Okay. Good. All
So
right.
good?
All right, everyone.
It's good for you, but it's not good for
I
your
think we're
brain.
okay to start.
Oh, good. 'Cause we already have. There's 365 people in here, Greg. 365. It's good that we start.
I need to plug all this on social media.
Okay, I already did that.
Okay. All right. So if Coy did it, it's
Yeah,
A-okay.
it's already out there, Greg.
Listen,
it's out in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coy mentioned everything we're going to talk about.
Yep, nothing else.
And I want to first say the things that we got to say. We never end a stream until we go through all them super chats and stream labs.
Never.
Great way to support the channel. We haven't streamed in like a
3
month or
weeks, 4
something.
weeks, yeah.
And that went long because you guys kept us on here for a long time for your amazing contributions. So thank you guys so much.
Yep.
Anyway,
We might do one next week after San Diego Comic-Con, but not on Saturday because that is when San Diego Comic-Con is.
so we watched Deadpool on Monday. I officially got my confirmation.
Yes. Oh, good.
Watched Deadpool on Monday, and then we have then I'm gonna go watch it again on Friday. You're gonna be hosting like 16 panels at
Yep.
Comic-Con, and then when he comes back on Monday, then we are going to do a Deadpool and Wolverine live stream to get everyone plenty of time
up,
to
same
watch
page.
it. First Monday live stream. It's a gamble here, but that's what we do.
I think it's a big enough day. Like maybe we move it to weekdays if it goes well because of all the giant news. Because
True.
Saturdays have proven hard as per us not doing one in a month.
They so have. They so have.
So yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. But Coy, let's kick this off. I want to talk about this thing because I feel like we are of opposing minds here.
Oh.
So here's how the streams work. We go through our main news that we want to cover.
Yes.
And then we dive into all your guys' comments and super chats and
Yes.
Streamlabs. So the first bit of news, as I'm pulling up this photo, that
Yes.
way if people are logging in, they're like, we
Whoa,
know the
they're on it.
relevancy.
They're on the ball on these
Then
two.
damn Russo Brothers look like they're coming back
Look at those
to
handsome
helm
guys.
Avengers 5 and Avengers 6.
Yes.
Coy, well, let me ask you guys in the chat. Hey, chat, for engagement purposes, for live stream engagement purposes, hey, chat, what do you guys think about the Avengers Brothers returning to Helm Avengers?
Considering they're now the Avengers brothers, I feel like you like it because the designation. Do you want my opinion?
I want your opinion.
Do you want me to slowly wait until the chat rolls in? Because I can also just sit in silence.
No, Coy, go for it.
I think this is absolutely a great move. I think the only negative is it shows that Marvel isn't taking the same swings they were taking in Phase 4 and 5, that they're now going to like play the hits. But I think the hits are the Russo brothers. They did Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and freaking Endgame. Like 4 of the biggest and arguably best, because best is subjective versus, objective truths of biggest. You can say box office, objective, subjective, best. Both very, very provable in this case. I would say these guys are the answer. I also know for a fact they love Secret Wars. They've talked about it publicly. I've talked to them about the Secret Wars arc and what they wanted to do. They said they'd come back for Secret Wars. Then they announced Secret Wars, and I was like, this feels personal. Like, why aren't they assumed? So now that they're in conversation, I'm hearing not only would they be doing Avengers 5 and 6, but they'd be helping curate and shape the journey to the Avengers films. They'd be helping as like more of what we used to have with James Gunn, like a round table conversation of curating the Marvel greater cinematic universe. So I think this is really smart. Again, the only negative, and it's just me looking for a negative, is it does feel like a obvious choice, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not a wild swing of like Eternals or something that I enjoyed the boldness of, but I'd rather them be righting the ship so optics around Marvel are once again in the positive than making bold swings right now. I think this is a good way to get the ship righted.
I'm not particularly excited about it.
Because it's the obvious choice.
I feel like, I wish they would just kind of stick to their guns on what they've been doing, because it's a couple.
I like their weird
I
movies.
feel like it's smart, but also it's weird. It's weird because it's kind of like two things. It's clever, it's smart, it's a way to get people excited to go back to what was working before. Hurry up, go, because we're kind of desperate, and that's the problem.
You can never go home again.
It feels desperate, and then on top of that too, I'm like, do they really want to do this? Or is it because they haven't had that many successes lately?
They've said Secret Wars years ago. That's the only reason I think they legit. They said it during Endgame. They said like they only wanted to come back for Secret Wars.
I felt like they gave it their all when it came to
those two.
Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Sometimes they've had some weird films that Coy obviously has appreciated. But
love Gray Man. I legitimately don't love Gray Man.
Well, they had that Tom Holland film.
Did not love Cherry.
Yeah.
Will not claim Cherry, will claim Gray Man.
Wasn't a big Gray Man fan, and maybe they're the perfect directors for hire for Marvel. Maybe they're the right middle ground.
I think they're really good at ensemble
good producer
pieces.
Directors.
Yeah, and like think about Community, right? It's a team of 7 or 8. Like I think they're better ensemble than their smaller. Like Cherry's a very contained one-person film. I think that's just not their strength. I think a lot of people are better at like those movies, and Soderbergh, the Russos, a few other people are better at ensembles. I think they're the right people for the job.
Well, I'm also wondering.
I think the live chat froze.
The live
hasn't
chat
moved
froze?
in a while.
Oh, are we frozen?
I hope we're not, because that. Oh, now it's moved.
Weird. Okay, so we can't go. Okay, yeah, I was like, no one.
I'm like, no one's
cares
commenting
to
at all.
interact.
They're like, ooh, Russo Bros.
No one cares.
And now
to
we see like
interact with
50
us.
new
Yeah.
messages.
Thank you, guys. We got so many people who are contributing super chats right now. We promise to get to all of them. Thank you. It just doesn't excite me. It's kind of like, it's and I think there's a kind of a trajectory. I mean, I try to be positive, and then sometimes there's news that comes out that I'm like, I don't know, this just doesn't excite me. I liked when it was like Joss Whedon who was doing a couple of them, and then we had the Russo brothers, and I was excited for a new take. I was excited for like, okay, now for our new Avengers films.
A pair.
Yeah, I was excited for that. And as opposed to, sometimes I feel like directors are kind of done and ready to move on, and Steven Spielberg return to Indiana Jones wasn't great. David Yates continued with Fantastic Beasts, wasn't great. Paul Greengrass did The Fourth Born, wasn't great.
Those are very good examples, Greg. I'm now nervous.
Once in a while, a director returns, and it's awesome. George Miller returning for Mad Max Furiosa is probably my favorite movie of the year.
Denis Villeneuve's doing Dune 3. He's coming back.
That's different. Those are 3 in a row. And that's the other thing. The Russo brothers, they were like only doing Marvel.
Yeah.
And that was a solid, like, let's keep flowing.
Yeah, it definitely had a rhythm. That's why I think they have to take over what I heard. The rumor is they're going to take over, like, overseeing everything.
Yeah.
But I do think that they're team players through and through, and I think the Avengers are a team. Like, my issue was the names I kept hearing weren't team guys. Like, Sam Raimi, I love Sam Raimi the man. I love how nerdy Sam Raimi is. He made the least cohesive in the MCU movie.
Sure.
Like, the movie Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness had the least to do with the MCU, and it was so important to tie in. He's the last person that should make the culmination movies. Like, that would not work.
Fair.
So, like, I like Sam, and I like his love of comics, but that doesn't mean he's the right guy for the Avengers. He should make the What If movies, but, like, not the Avengers bring it all together movies, whereas the Russos are the opposite. They're the guys that really get the whole trajectory.
At the same time, it's Secret Wars. Can you really go wrong?
They want it. They want it so bad.
It's just going to be Cameo Fest. The second people show up, and we know how people are. We'll just.
I don't want a TikTok
we'll clap
movie.
our way.
I don't want a movie.
Well, a TikTok movie always works.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You throw action into a Star Wars episode of a show that people are hating. People are like, oh, this might be working now.
And then it falls back
You
apart,
know?
which is why I was in the biggest
You
rated
just-
episode of Real Rejects watching Star Wars.
You
Sorry,
just need
Michael.
Exciting shit.
It's still funny to me.
Guys,
The
oh,
episode
yes,
without Michael was the one that
Thank you.
everybody watched.
that is a funny time. Also, Bucky Barnes, thanks for holding down the chat. Please leave a like on the stream. Helps with the playback immensely. Is it too much color saturation?
can't-
Good. We were testing this at night. This is good.
Oh, is it? Because I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
purple.
This is good. Let me-
Sean Levy would have been great, but I think he's focusing
me-
on his Star Wars movie. Speaking of the Acolyte, I think that's the what I'm hearing. I am a little purple. I'm not as
You're not
purple.
at purple. We're nowhere near as
Not
washed
what we
out
look like
as we
here.
normally are. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. I've been hating the way the colors have been looking. So John and I were here. Bless his heart. We were here till like 1 a.m, just trying to like figure this shit out because we noticed we look so washed out on the live streams. So in a little bit, I'm gonna try to adjust the colors.
Tutorial, I'd say that because even at a 2-hour and 40-minute movie, he didn't even watch WandaVision. It was really clear the movie we got or the movie we would have got with a longer runtime
That
was still
wasn't
not
his fault.
connected.
He was making it while WandaVision was happening. He should have been. I don't think he was like, I don't want to watch.
No, but
WandaVision."
like I'm saying that impact was felt even in what we saw.
Sure.
I don't think he was like I hate WandaVision, but I think he didn't have the opportunity to tie it together.
Well, I think that right now there's a couple of opinions going around. Overall, guys, are you excited about the Russo Brothers more than likely returning to Helm the next couple of Avengers movies? Are you guys genuinely excited about it? Did you love Cherry?
No,
I'm not.
I'm letting them know. They don't. I'm letting them know.
We're popping like a comic book. Good. We're way better.
Very
This is-
normal there.
I don't care. This is better looking. If you go to our previous streams,
Are they?
this still looks better than how it was before. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Better, yeah.
It's definitely better. I don't care. It's always terrible quality.
Something's gonna
That's
go
what you
wrong.
get here.
Yeah,
Terrible
That's what you
looking.
can demand at the Real Rejects.
You don't,
Terrible
you
quality.
don't come here for good quality.
Nope.
You come here for nonsense.
Except for That's a Great Question, which is very well polished.
Doesn't
Always looks
belong
great.
on this channel.
That's the problem.
That's the
That's the problem. It's too polished.
It's too clean.
Man, it's a problem.
All right, here we go. All right, Coy, we're moving on to the next story.
Okay.
I just like this logo,
It's
so
great.
I wanted to use it.
Is that the story you just like talking
I
about?
just want to do this story.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main rumor that we're moving on to now, Coy, I really believe they're going to lead forward hardcore when it comes to X-Men during Comic-Con.
Yep.
You believe this. I think that's why they were like, hey, release the Captain America trailer.
Yep.
That way it doesn't get overshadowed during Comic-Con. It will also allow us to play the Captain America trailer while Deadpool's playing. Release the Agatha trailer. That way there's things that just don't get overlooked.
I also have soft confirmation that
Soft confirmation.
it's when you're-
Flaccid
when you're-
confirmation.
Yeah, it's when you're like a little excited, but not enough.
Not hard confirmation.
Not hard conf. That D23 is going to be very TV heavy. You've probably heard the rumor. It's going to be very movie heavy at Comic-Con. D23 is going to be the TV side. I have reconfirmed that with some inside folk that this is going to be very movie based, which makes me think X-Men. And I also think that's why they've only shown 40 minutes of Deadpool. I think Deadpool and Wolverine ends with X-Men versus Avengers.
Okay.
I think that's what the big panel is going to be about on
You
Thursday.
think it will be Avengers versus X-Men? You don't think they're going to like introduce the X-Men? You think it's going to be a multiverse crossover?
I think it's the end of X-Men is going to be Deadpool as well as an Avengers film.
yeah.
I think it's going to be more bleed over than I thought originally. I thought it was all going to end with Deadpool. Now I think we might get full on Avengers versus X-Men as the fifth Avengers film. Fifth, yeah, leading up to.
I feel like that would be a. Oh, so you think
I'm
they're-
saying the Avengers 5 is going to be Avengers versus X-Men. Avengers 6 is Secret Wars
that would be pretty cool?
because both would be huge. How do you level up Endgame? Avengers versus X-Men. How do you level up Avengers versus X-Men? Secret Wars.
And I think that's why they've been leaning into the X-Men who are from like the Fox universe a lot more.
Yeah, because they can't introduce their new ones and have them fight Avengers because we wouldn't care about them yet.
And I think a lot of people forget Feige was, while he didn't like oversee like creatively,
He was impactful.
he was still a part of the actual.
He's why
stream.
Wolverine has the red hair.
Yeah,
That was like a prerequisite he had.
the red hair.
Right hair, the Wolverine hair.
Okay,
It was going to be like a short haircut, and he's like, he needs this haircut.
I didn't even try to piece together what you actually meant.
It's like, what is red
It's
hair?
like,
He's
he
a
had
redhead.
red hair in one
Yeah,
of those
like,
movies.
I missed that whole arc.
Yeah, I think Kevin Feige he was still involved, very instrumental in that, and I think he's wanted to bring over some of the X-Men from the actual Fox universe films.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he's allowing Deadpool to embrace it, as opposed to, I don't think it's just going to be Deadpool Wolverine just solely killing them all off.
No, and I thought
think-
it was.
And that's why I think, they're like, let's get Kelsey Grammer back as Beast. You
Yeah.
know? Let's lean into some of these castings. That way there's a little bit of familiarity.
And I think that's why we waited to do the X-Men in the first place so long.
Yeah.
I think it's so you can do a big proper, like something like this. I personally think the only way to get the audience back on board with Avengers is something huge, and I think this is as big as it gets.
Huge.
Huge.
And I think that's why it's smart to take the most popular face of X-Men, Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
and slap him onto the yellow suit to be like, hey, we might be getting like some of these actors back from the Fox universe, Kelsey Grammer, Hugh Jackman, and
End of list.
but we are gonna make them more comic accurate. Even with Beast, that was the intention. Make him more comic accurate. It might be a different Beast, might be a different Wolverine.
Yep.
But we might get some of the same casting, so it's easier to assemble to it. Haha. Adjust to it. And then bam. We're looking good.
Yeah,
We're looking good.
I think it's a high likelihood, and I think that'd be a huge, like, bring down the house announcement.
So that's your main big predictor. What else do you think's going to come out of Comic-Con?
I think they announced the new Kang. I think he's not a huge part of the fifth movie, but I think
Yes.
he's in it. I think Kang will be a part, but not a big one. I think they show us Thunderbolts footage. I think they reveal who Giancarlo Esposito is playing officially. What else do I think? I think D23 is going to be Daredevil.
Okay.
I think D23 is going to be Agatha Heavy. I think D23 is going to be maybe Young Avengers.
Sure.
I think we get the Thunderbolts well more hype. I think they're going to show why they're investing so much in Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts is going to be a big presence, but I think the big bring down the house finale is Avengers versus X-Men.
Oh, sweet.
What else do you think?
I think we're going to get Shang-Chi too.
I do too.
I think I'm excited for the ones that we might not really know about. Yeah, we will get the new Kang. Or we might not get Kang at all. I hear they're probably going. There's a possibility they're going like an entirely different direction.
Well, that's what X-Men versus Wolverine would be. I mean, Avengers versus X-Men, it would definitely be an all-new direction.
Yeah. Okay. So then, what were the other main stories that we had to talk about? Because we got like Super Chats and Streamlabs coming in, and
Nice.
It's
Russo's?
dead dad-versary for me today, so I got to be with the family at a certain time. I'm gonna guilt you guys into me leaving early.
Yeah. So he doesn't have guilt. He
but
puts it on you.
My family will still wait if I'm like, we have too many Super Chats.
Sorry.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We have them all to go through.
He's not going to
We
resurrect
got a
himself
lot of
and die again.
Streamlabs to go through.
Mm-mm.
So shut your mouth, Mom.
Yeah, deal with it.
I know you don't watch our channel,
I'm
Mom.
sure this day is delicate for you. Let me yell at
You've
you.
never supported me, and that's
Not
why I have a
once.
wife who hits me now.
Yeah, because that's what he
And
expects.
it makes me cry, but turns me on.
It's a whole confusing thing when I'm here because they do it in front of me.
I can't get erect if Koi's not around.
It's like I like to be watched, he likes to be watched, but we have different goals.
Don't laugh at that, Koi. That does not turn me on.
I just love how off the rails every live stream gets, but always in a new way.
Yeah.
Always in a new way. Yeah, I think. Oh, and Fantastic Four, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna definitely
gonna be like-
they're gonna be there.
That's
Pedro
how
Pascal's
they're
gonna be
That's
there.
how they're gonna open. I think Fantastic Four in costume, and then they gotta get on a plane to
Yeah.
London. I think they literally start filming Monday, so I think they're there, and then they get out of there.
It's gonna be awesome, and then they're gonna play No Church in the Wild during the Fantastic Four trip, and
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be like,
This
"This
is
is
from the
great."
60s.
Yeah,
I'm about it. Denzel is Doom, which I would actually like.
that would be dope. That would be dope. Anyway, okay, let's talk about one last thing, and then we're gonna hop into Streamlabs and Super Chats. God, I love the comments you guys have. These streams, guys, I'm gonna level with you. I have gotten like 0 sleep all week, but I have also felt simultaneously great all week. Bless his heart, John was helping me out here for like 12 straight hours yesterday. It was here till like 2 in the morning, and it was actually fun. Normally I'm like stressed out, but it was actually fun. And yeah, I haven't slept all week, but I'm like, but I love doing the lives. I love
Lives are
doing the
fun.
lives.
Oh, and Blade. I think we'll get Blade. Blade.
I think they'll be like, and our next announcement, Blade, we're canceling it.
Blade?
We
Not
can't
happening.
can't figure this shit out. For some reason, a simple vampire movie is too complicated to make.
Mahershala takes off the hat.
Yeah.
Like he comes out with the hat on, he takes it off, they put it down ceremoniously.
I'm coming back as Cottonmouth.
Luke Cage is here.
Luke Cage in the house.
And then he's Cottonmouth from the dead.
Luke Cage in the house.
That's the origin of Blade. And Moon Knight, I think they're going to announce at D23.
All right, look, Coy, I've adjusted the contrast. You're going to see different colors the
Oh,
entire time.
I look less pink. A little.
Let's see what we look like. Let me.
A little less pink. I look like Irish drunk. I just
Now
look like
we
I've got
like,
a little.
We look so contrasted now.
That's good, I think.
It's just it looks funky.
It does. I don't know what to do about it.
Look how contrasted we look.
Yeah, we definitely look not quite as real as people.
We've caught up to the stream where I'm saying we look
What we
contrasted.
look like. Now we know how
But you
far
guys
delay is.
are behind. All right.
This is
Look,
quality
okay,
entertainment,
look, Coy,
guys.
we
This
gotta-
is good TV.
Guys, listen. It's a live stream. We got to talk about some Deadpool Wolverine.
Was that a pun?
I
on
wanted.
Deadpool?
It's everywhere. She's doing interviews now.
Who?
Daphne Keane.
Oh, yeah, no, I hate it.
She's literally in Entertainment Weekly doing it, and people think I'm like spoiling shit. But I'm like, guys, it's like literally they want.
They waited a week. Why did they wait until the week off? They could have waited until next week.
They weirdly want everyone to know.
It's not like it was already going to make $200 million opening weekend.
It wasn't
Why?
like just throw her in the trailer and then like call it a day. It's
She
like
already
no,
done
they
interviews.
prepped interviews to launch. They want people to know, and Ryan Reynolds is a part of it. He puts it up on his channel. It's a part of the marketing. It sounds like he
I
kinda
waited
wanted it.
3 hours. I didn't want to. I still haven't watched the trailer. I'm not gonna. But I waited, and then someone like wrote on one of my videos.
It's a great trailer, Coy.
I'm looking forward to seeing the movie on Monday.
Can I tell you one thing I loved about the trailer that doesn't spoil anything? I promise it won't spoil anything.
Yes.
Other than this photo that I'm sure you saw.
Yeah, I've seen it everywhere. I'm very upset. I hadn't seen that one though. Is that real?
No, it's not real.
Okay, good.
It's that the trailer is a much more serious trailer.
Good.
It leads so much more with the heart. It even kind of breaks down a little bit more of the melancholy underneath the humor. Deadpool's very acknowledges it.
Good.
And I was like feeling the emotional stakes.
Deadpool
and
is
the
like
weight.
rough as a character. It's sad. He's got cancer.
Yeah, no, they leans more into the melancholy, which I really loved. I loved it. And it actually weirdly was the trailer that got me the most excited for the film.
Wow.
Even though it wasn't funny, it was like, yes, the heart. And I remember watching I've only seen Deadpool 2 the one time, but it stuck with me. I remember being so struck by the emotion that movie had while also being hilarious. And a lot of the times when movies do that, they fail. They're usually like too sad, and it's obvious they want to be sad and dramatic, and they feel like they're forced to do funny.
Yeah, the balance is
Or
hard.
sometimes they want to be funny, but they feel like they're trying to be sad. Deadpool 2, I thought, really had a strong balance. It really resonated with me, and I feel like with how hilarious the other trailers have been and how effective this serious trailer was, it got me the most excited for it. Especially when you're hearing shit like Hugh Jackman saying, like, this is the best I've ever been at Wolverine. This is my favorite. I'm like, really? Just this?
Logan's pretty great.
This is like the funny guy Wolverine? And then I'm
Yeah,
watching
they're
this,
like,
and I'm
oh,
like,
this.
okay, here we go. Maybe
That
this might be
still
it.
of him like the claw, like that. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
where he's like winding up. I was like, whoa! It
Coy,
looks like a comic.
I updated the thumbnail to feature that image.
Oh, well, it's a good image.
You should pay attention.
Good image. This woman had a meltdown and tries to wreck a car with her 4 kids
You should
inside.
pay attention,
I
Coy.
didn't
We're
see
going to
it.
talk about some of the cameos that have been confirmed.
Okay.
Via the trailers, and then we're going to go into all your super chats and streamlabs. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise.
While we're doing that, I want to say this isn't even plugging my channel. I'm plugging another channel.
Oh,
I
God,
sat down
here
with
we
Rob
go.
Liefeld yesterday. We
Oh,
talked
my
about
God, here we
the
go.
variants, and
Oh,
he
my
is most
God.
excited for Lady Deadpool and had a
Yeah.
lot of cool reasons behind it.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
out Geek. You know the Geek
Oh,
guys.
my
I was
God.
plugging Geek. I thought it was part of the family.
Yeah, sure.
GIQUE.
Oh, my
Me and
God,
Rob
Coy,
talked about
you're
the variants.
So famous.
I-
Coy knows
Rob
everyone.
Rob made Deadpool.
Coy is
Wanted
just,
to say Rob.
Coy's just such a great guy.
Yeah.
And I can't load this photo.
Yeah, I was trying to give you time of vamping.
was
This is
it.
now,
And
look
yeah.
at karma. Look at the immediate karma.
Coy watches me when I touch myself. All right, here we go. You're coming with this grainy photo
what
of
we do
Daphne
before the
King.
live stream.
Daphne King. No, I just slicked my hair back because I noticed it gets hot in here, and I'm like, oh, you know, part of that might be because my hair's down.
Oh, interesting.
Coy, Daphne Keene.
Yes.
My little theory is she is the one from Logan who's
Okay,
interacting with the multiverse Wolverine. I believe that's what's going on. I don't think this is a multiverse X-23.
Oh, you think this is the Daphne
I
Keene
think
we
she's
know?
grown up a little bit,
Okay.
which she has in real life. And, yeah, I got some flack for something.
Oh,
The tiny, I won't say what she said in the trailer and everything.
appreciate it.
she has an American accent, and she doesn't have one in Logan. And I was like,
Maybe it is a different one then.
but people were like, people grow out of their accents, and you know,
I guess if you're around a different accent, you gain
yeah,
it or lose
you
it.
can. Like Arnold, totally grew out of it.
Yeah, definitely
Right?
doesn't sound like Arnold anymore.
Javier Bardem, totally grew out of it.
Sounds the same.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
100%.
Just American flat.
1,000%.
That's it. That's what they sound like.
Antonio Banderas, totally grew out of it.
Sound voice. That's it.
All these people have been living in America all these years, totally grew out of it.
Mhm.
And Halle Berry from
Gained an accent.
gained an
but
accent,
only some
gained an
movies.
American accent per movie.
Yep.
It's
It'll
pretty
be,
amazing.
Depends how many lines they
But
give
what do
her.
you think about her returning? I think it's a great call.
I think it's great. I wish it was a surprise. I think Daphne Keane is having a great year. As soon as she was in The Acolyte, I was like, I really hope that means she's in Deadpool because the Disney family. I think she's a highlight of Logan, which is saying a lot 'cause that movie is masterful.
So badass.
I
Remember
think,
we had that age of like badass little girls, Hit
so-
Girl,
yeah, it was in that 10-year run.
X-23.
Yeah,
some other little girl.
Elle Fanning,
Sure.
just in life.
Neon
seemed
Demon.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, wasn't she in one of the ones we watched with Denzel? I thought she was in one of the Equalizers.
Dakota Fanning.
Oh, her big sister, Dakota Fanning. Elle's the little one. I can't track my Fannings. Is Dakota the one that played
Elle
Hit Girl?
has Elle's a little bit more versatile right now and stuff.
I'm like, I can't tell
Fanning's-
the difference. You're like,
Dakota
one's
Fanning's
talented.
the one who got kidnapped in Man on Fire, and then she was the CIA
Oh
agent
yeah,
in
and we were like,
Equalizer
we don't
3.
know if that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. But yeah, I think this
Sly
is
Stallone totally grew out of it.
definitely Michelle Yeoh. Who else?
She's got a pretty solid accent.
Yeah, but it's the same.
It's the same.
It hasn't wavered. I was talking about solid accents.
Well, I guess my question is Daphne Keane putting on an accent when she was younger, or did she actually grow out of it in real life? Because I was so convinced that was her actual accent.
I don't think I knew whether she had an accent or not. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I know.
But she had like a Spanish accent or something, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if she had it. I don't know if Daphne Keane had
That's
it.
my point.
Yeah, like I don't. That makes me think it's multiversal. If she had a really strong accent in Logan, which she did, I don't know.
Guys, I am not nitpicking.
It's a question of reality. Is she the same one?
I personally don't care if she has an accent or doesn't have an accent. I'm not going to sit there with my arms folded.
Why isn't she talking the way she talked before?
was good up until this bullshit when she was too lazy to put on her accent.
What are you, a Star Wars pundit on the internet, complaining about the minutia? Except the Acolyte. What was that? I think it's a good choice. I think it might be multiversal. I haven't seen the trailer. I hope she has like the full like I'm Wolverine embodiment, but that could be the one from Logan or not. I'm curious. I do think we see dead Logan. I think that the wood sequence in the trailers is in Logan's universe. I think Deadpool tries to find Logan, goes and finds his little tombstone, and then has to find other Wolverines. So he might meet her while he's looking for Logan. Because those woods are the same woods, I think.
Oh, you see the tombstone. I was
Yeah.
like, you're going to see dead Logan?
No,
I feel
no.
like that would actually undermine Logan.
No.
Just
like
like,
the-
oh, hey, sorry to interrupt this. Your little
Whoopsies.
death scene
Yeah.
over here. Oh, God.
And they I think they acknowledge that it isn't Logan by showing his grave.
Got it. Cool.
And then maybe meets her.
oh, that's smart. Because he goes there and he's like, he wants that Wolverine.
And then he's not there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
and then he
that's a great
finds
call.
Daphne Keane. That's what I think happened.
Did you see the image of Lady Deadpool?
I did. It was everywhere.
Did you see like the one with the?
I saw blurry in the background. I didn't see a reveal. Have the Deadpool core been revealed?
They're like blurred in the
They're
background.
blurred though. Okay, good. Yeah, that's
Okay.
all I've seen is the big Deadpool.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
I've got some theories on those.
You do?
Yeah, do you want to bring it up?
I feel like there might be something in the super chat about that, and I hate when we over.
Okay.
Like, oh,
then
shit.
if there's not, I'll bring it up later, but there might be.
Zombie Logan. Oh, that'd be cool. Cyclops cam would be awesome. I think Scott Summers, he got to come back, baby.
Especially if Avengers vs X-Men happens, we finally get Cyclops as a leader, and we get him in the right suit for more than just the last scene in a credit movie.
Agree. All right, guys. We normally go through the Streamlabs first. I mean, the super chats first.
Daphne
but I want to
Keane
go
is
through.
British.
All right. Here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through the Streamlabs first. Get ready for some ultra chaos. She's British. She lied to me. She convinced me
Daphne
she was
Keane.
Latina.
Yeah. That's a lie. That's not acting. It's a lie.
I get mad at people who aren't.
Why are you skilled and made me believe in mistruth?
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna fix. I gotta do a couple things. I gotta do a couple things, and we're gonna be solid.
Wait, nope. Now
Nope,
word
that's
is
the-
Daphne
that's
Keane is
the-
Spanish.
That's the wrong thing.
Allison Barnes says she's from Madrid. Someone lied to us.
She's from Madrid.
Yeah, that's not British.
Yo, okay, everything's out of whack now. Look at this, guys.
Guys.
Where'd the Streamlabs?
What's
I hit one button.
It's all a mess.
Oh, John.
Where, John.
John!
He's not here.
Where are you, John?
We just yell John when things go awry.
John!
John!
Come back.
He's like just now getting sleep.
Where'd you go?
We need you so.
I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever. I tried doing this.
Oh,
Boom.
brought it back.
Oh, it's because I resetted the entire.
She is Spanish. Her mom is Spanish.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have a major work in progress here.
She is
today.
from Spain.
Get ready for it. This is gonna be a major.
We haven't started the supers yet. We haven't.
We will get
Worry
to the
not.
supers. Hold on, guys. I gotta fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'd read the live chat.
Yes,
but
I did it.
can't
I
see
did it, guys. I did it. Oh shit!
Is that
look at
today from
Look
Chris
at the
Whamoff?
one. Is it today? It's a today one. It's
Chris
a today
Whamoff.
one.
That's the
And
first one.
That's the first one to kick us
also,
off.
it has been a month because we haven't done this since the last week of June.
Oh, that's what we got to. It's okay to get Chris Whamoff's $250
We gotta
contributions.
not do this for 3
we
weeks.
gotta wait a month.
Yeah, that's the trick.
That is smart.
He's
business
buying our
thinking. That is
silence.
quality over quantity.
Chris is like, I'd like some Saturdays off from listening to these knuckleheads. Please buy your silence.
Hold on, guys. I'm adjusting everything for aesthetic purposes,
Yeah.
and this is gonna happen a lot.
Mhm.
Coy, vamp for me.
You just got to pull out a mirror and turn off the lights and say John thrice. I like that idea. That is actually how I get John to, co-host things. Whenever we do a Spectacular Spider-Man, I'm always in the mirror saying John Humphrey, John Humphrey. She's a Skrull. I don't think they're going to mess with Skrulls in this movie. They might have a Skrull joke, but I don't think they'd make a main character a Skrull with all the variants and stuff. We don't have time to Google it, Spidey Sensei. Good to see you, though.
This looks so stupid.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
There
either.
you go.
No, I don't like the way it looks.
All right. I think the answer is definitely to fool around with it more. That's the solution.
I'm just not aware the fan
How's
is
it
looking.
better?
John is the tech guy. That's one of his strengths.
Yeah, it's real. We had a little rejects hang the other day, and we were like very clearly like John Tech guy.
Yeah, I said don't. Some people like come to me for the tech stuff. I'm like, I'm not. What do you guys?
Oh, TJ,
Don't come to me for stuff.
TJM, you sent me a trio that comic cover. I love that trio comic cover.
See now.
Have you seen that?
Hold on, Coy.
Koi's
Now,
comic
now
corner
the
art?
live stream looks. Now that the live chat looks way too tiny.
Yeah, it's real tiny.
Now you can't like.
Can't see it.
Now you can't read it.
You know, when people rewatch this, they're gonna be like, I really love when they stopped everything to aesthetically please me to stop watching.
I like to think this makes us human.
I mean, I get it, but
I've seen a lot of like Twitch streams that just get re-uploaded with no editing. All right, this is no
this
no
is the
fucking
way it is.
different. All right,
Okay, that's what we're doing.
everyone just accept the reality of what
This
you're
is
dealing
who
with
we
right
are.
now. We got this. Coy, keep
Yeah.
vamping.
Half and half, like a spicy meat pie. I don't know what that's referencing, but I'm happy to yell it. Let's see. SDCC is next weekend. I leave Wednesday. It's actually in like 5 days for me. In between then, I see Deadpool. I'm very excited about it. More Cobra Kai. They're going to be dropping stuff constantly. I haven't started it yet.
Oh my God.
That's not what we want.
See, this is what we look like prior. We look good here.
Yeah, I like this.
You see the washed out version? This is the washed out dark version.
I think that looks like a nice.
it
little
looks nicer
David
for us,
Fincher
but
film.
like here's what we have to do on OBS.
Yeah.
We got to like really up it on our end,
Uh-huh.
and then it gets downgraded on your guys' end.
look
That's where we
sunburnt.
spent like an hour doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this live chat hasn't moved a while. I'd vamp, but
It
I
doesn't
can't.
move when we go full screen for some reason.
Oh, that's not
There's
good.
so much I'm not happy about.
Yeah, because I can't read. Because I've read all those.
Happy about this.
Anthony Cheeseman wants him to bring back Blob.
Whatever, Coy.
I don't know what. It's frozen, Greg.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Nope, didn't move. There it did. Now
Shit.
moved.
You think TJ Miller's gonna come back?
I think he's only done good things for the public, and he's only made his reputation better since Deadpool. So I think he's too big. It'd be too big of a get. I don't think they can afford him.
You think so?
That was all sarcasm. He committed a felony and is not welcome anywhere.
Oh, dude, look what I did. That looks so much better.
I look way too red, like I'm super angry. Rah! Running for president.
Boy, stop getting so focused on yourself.
Harrison Ford. That's the shy guy Matt said it.
Harrison Ford is here.
No, I was doing a Red Hulk thing. Running for president.
I was
I
doing.
was making references to the Thunderbolts.
Hold on a second.
Cap 4.
Okay. All right.
Shout
here we
out
go.
from Ireland.
All right, Chris Wamoff. Chris, dude, I would love to whack off to you, Chris Wamoff. You have been so kind with all this contribution you're giving our way. It keeps us motivated to keep streaming because what else would keep us motivated other than a damn good super chat? You know what I'm saying, guys?
It's appreciated.
You guys know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. Thank you, Chris. That's really, really sweet of you. I really love you. And because of you, we talked a little bit more. I've found a charity I've been consistent to. Love Always Sanctuary, helping out animals. Oh, it's my blessing. Every month I'm donating like 20% of earnings all to there, and I take it out of Coy's paycheck.
Yep, every
time.
He's like, by the way, this is where your
hell
money
with you,
went.
Coy.
And he
But
sends me a picture of a cute kitten, so I can't get mad. He's like, don't feel guilty. Look what you did. And I was like, but I want to eat. And he's like, these kittens eat.
Because of you guys, we've been able to save so many animals who have been sick. It's amazing. Like, literally, I love seeing that. Like, Real Regis has been the biggest contributor to the sanctuary. I'm like, that's so cool to see. Because of you guys. Thank you.
And he keeps me fed.
Fueguito. You see what I don't like about this,
My
Coy?
live chat hasn't moved again.
Coy, okay, here's what we're going to do, Coy.
Yep. Want to keep that over there?
All right, Coy, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to keep reading.
Over here.
And I'm going to adjust
Whatever you
some
wanna do.
stuff.
Okay.
Can you read Fueguito's
Fueguito?
Streamlab? Yeah.
Okay, if they bring RDJ back, how do you think they should do it? They shouldn't. I should stop reading there, but you have more to say. I think they should bring him back
Great.
before
Thanks
Endgame.
for vamping for me while I'm
And
trying
when
to
they
fix
have
this,
to
Coy.
send him back at the end, it's a sad moment knowing what happens, especially for Peter, and RDJ is just confused. They should, if they bring Downey Jr. back, they should in no way bring back Tony Stark in that canon. I think they might bring back an older Tony Stark. They might bring back a multiversal Tony Stark. I think it's all a bad idea. I really don't think it should be done because it undermines the arc of the character. But much like the Russos coming back, I'm sure it's kind of inevitable because it's like a successful thing.
You're doing a great job, and I'm figuring this out. Thank you so much, Fueguito. You're a sweetheart. Ronan Unchained. What's Ronan Unchained saying, Coy?
Ronan Unchained, I'm probably going to see down at San Diego Comic-Con. I usually see him. I don't know what Buenos Tardes is, but I think you just insulted me.
That means good afternoon.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an Eminem thing.
I don't speak Spanish.
Baxter. Hope to see y'all at San Diego Comic-Con. Is there a specific thing you're looking to buy at the con and or panel to attend? Me, some Grant Morrison stuff, and the Marvel panel on SAT. It's the concert I love going to each year. Ronan Unchained. I just announced my 4 panels that I'm doing, and each one of them is a conflict to what I would be attending. I literally have a panel at each thing I wanted to go to, so I will not be attending anything I would like to. I might go to my buddy Jack's panel. Jack's panel about Superman because I haven't watched my Avengers of Superman yet, so I want to be in that little pocket of audience. But I'm missing the Marvel panel. I have a Alien. I'm so excited about this panel, but I'm really like Disney having a panel at the same time as Disney is very frustrating. I'm doing the Alien Rogue Incursion panel, which is their new video game, which is terrifying as hell, and it's at the same time as their Marvel panel. So it's in the next biggest room, but it's at the same time as Marvel, so I'm missing it. And then I'm also hosting the Hellboy panel, which I'm very intrigued by because I really like that teaser, and the internet was like, what, a Hellboy movie? And I was like, wait for Comic-Con. So I'm doing that with Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy, who I adore. And so those things are exactly what Marvel is. And then Thursday, I'm hosting a big whiskey and gaming night, and that's when they announced the Deadpool and Wolverine panel. So I'm kind of specifically crushed that I'm missing everything. And as far as what I'm looking to buy, Silver Age comics, I'm down to my last 27 Spider-Man comics that I need, so I'm always hunting those. So I'm going to be looking for comics on the floor and spending all the money I don't make. It's going to be like in and out.
Let's do a little video for Chris Whamoff to send to us.
Oh, I like that.
Chris, we got your Streamlab.
What an angel.
You are a sweetheart, Chris.
He's the
Thank
only one
you
that gets us
so
some good
much.
lighting. Look, Chris
You're
gets the quality.
Such a sweetheart.
What an angel that
My
fellow.
question is, though, why is it only $250?
Come on.
Huh? You saving up for that wedding?
Yeah.
You cheap bastard.
You living your own good life, taking care of
son of
yourself
a
first.
bitch.
$250,000. Spidey Sensei, it's a VR game. You think I can't multitask?
I know you can multitask.
The Penguin presentation, I'm very excited
God,
about.
dude, this fucking
I
Penguin,
want you guys.
This
Actually,
dude
I'll
does
let
not
Greg.
shut
I'll
up
let
about
Greg
fucking
say it.
Penguin.
Am I excited for Penguin?
Coy is every time I'm like, okay, what's coming up? This is Penguin. We got Penguin. I was like, oh, I might know a Warner Brothers character. Oh, do you guys know about Penguin?
Is there a Penguin option? Is there a Penguin?
Like, dude, there's like so many other things. Like,
There is only
why are you always
Penguin.
fucking bringing up Penguin? I'm more Penguin.
Guys, I'm so excited for Penguin. It's Colin Farrell playing Penguin in a show from Matt Reeves, and it looks amazing. Yeah, Penguin, I will be at that panel. Penguin! I'll be attending the Penguin panel. Penguin panel's going to be fantastic. But yeah, I'll see you down there, man.
Spidey Sensei. Hey. Shout out to Greg on his fitness journey. And congrats to Coy on the wedding.
Thank you.
Good luck at SDCC. You mean this fitness journey.
Look at this, dude. He's killing it.
Oh, you know what would really kill it? Hold on, guys.
What do you got?
I got this.
Zoom and enhance.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna. Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
I done fucked it up again.
That's
I'm
a mess.
So sorry, guys.
It's a whole problem.
I'm so sorry,
Yep.
everyone. Hold on a second. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
I'm gonna
that.
fact check something. You do that.
Hold on,
Okay.
Coy. Coy, please hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
If I can really. Okay. Remember this number. 1.09. All right. Okay. If I just. God damn it.
Yep.
God damn it.
Mhm.
Okay. Look at that.
It's going great. Oh, good.
Now I'm the Incredible Hulk. OBS. I learned new buttons on fucking OBS.
Stream smash.
No, actually,
quality
no,
television.
I'm Pothead because of the plant's life. Oh.
Look at her eyes.
How do I go back to what it was before? Is that it? I forget what the buttons were.
You spent hours getting it right. Immediately destroys it. Oh, that was good. That was good.
The color's going to change throughout, everyone.
Yep. Good luck.
Thank you, Spidey Sensei. You're such a sweetheart for contributing to that, my friend. All right.
I'm just fact checking a thing I saw in the chat.
Oh my God, Coy!
I'm sorry. I'm making sure
I
that
got
these are
1
truths.
hour to celebrate my dad.
These are truths or not. Someone in the live chat said they just announced.
Marco, we will get to them because we got to catch up on some of these super chats. I promise. Thank you so much.
Someone lied.
Never into stream without him.
Yeah.
Never into stream.
World War Hulk at San Diego Comic-Con would be interesting. I feel like they're
What
doing
the hell's going
so
on?
much Hulk stuff in Cap 4 that
Why is
maybe
this
it'll work
doing
out.
weird things.
Bunch of cuties, thank you. Love it. Now it's huge.
Now it's like
Now
way
it's real
zoomed
big.
in on the chat. What is going on here?
This is a lot. That's not. What's
John.
biceps in the John?
Someone called John.
Someone in the chat called John.
Does anyone have John's number?
I love the idea that someone does, like one of John's
John.
friends, lets them know we're panicking. We got biceps in the chat.
We got biceps in the chat.
Oh, Alexandria's name is Renee. Didn't know that.
All right. Okay. Hold on, everyone. What'd you guys think of Eminem's new album? Huh? Yep.
Discs in the chat. I think it's his best complete album since Marshall Mathers. I think that doesn't have any singles that are as good as some other singles, but I think as a piece of art.
Why is this so massive now?
Yep, we can just see the taxes. People love reading about Apple service fees.
What?
Y'all ain't right. That's true.
Jesus. Everyone, be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're on the right. I need to refresh this
Planet.
first of all. I'm totally on the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong section. John should never have a day off.
We should cancel Eminem.
Pisses me off that he sometimes needs breaks.
Yeah, why does John need rest and sleep?
Hi, Sheila.
That's some shady was dope.
Justin, cool. We will
Eminem
get to there.
slaps.
I just need to fix everything, guys. Hold on. Coy's vamp for me, Coy.
I didn't know there was a new album. Oh, come on. It came out a week ago. Where have you been? It's been everywhere. It's Craven time. I am actually really looking forward to Craven and Venom this year as well, in addition to Penguin.
No one's looking forward to that.
I am. Penguin and Craven.
I think I'm gonna skip out on watching Venom in the theaters. Oh, look at that, Coy. Oh my God.
Hey.
Who needs John?
Yeah.
I need John.
We need John. I think if anything in the stream has proven we need John.
Is any
you wanna
fun
know-
fact about life right now?
If you wanted to go in the live
John
chat,
is a
we
massive
need
necessity
John.
at this moment. All right. Hey, cat.
Jinzimi, bruh.
Oh, sweet. We're so behind. I love it.
Yeah, that's how we like to be in a chat. Greg's on a limited time schedule, behind as possible.
All right.
F.
All right,
That's the
everyone.
rating we've been given by Michael
Okay.
Venom Horse and DPNW. That'd be
I didn't know why,
hilarious.
'cause I didn't take all my vitamins.
Wait, LL Cool J's got a new album? That's not true.
These are all.
I know he's promoting one,
these
but
are
is it
all
out?
my morning vitamins, guys.
This guy's an 87-year-old. He just looks great. Look at all the moisturizing. You're about to take a fucking Whole Foods. This is insane. Did you rob a vitamin shop and you're trying to destroy the evidence?
I really believe in vitamins.
Do you also eat or just vitamins in this
Nice.
liquid? Because that is,
Vitamins.
you know, you get vitamins from food, right? Because that's insane. I'm not one to go. That's crazy, but that's crazy. All right.
I feel like it's, you know what's been helpful? We are not sponsored by them.
Oh,
We're not.
authentic.
As much sleep deprived as I've been, I'm usually very foggy minded. I'm going to make it, remember this moment, because if we ever get approached by them, I can point to this moment and be like,
An hour into the most chaotic live stream of our lives.
Legit shouted them out before we ever worked with them. Magic Mind. That shit.
I like that shit.
I think that stuff legitimately works.
Yeah, I like that shit.
I have felt from the first day, I felt a big difference on it. First day, I was like, yeah, I feel like my brain fog is significant. I have spent forever trying to deal with my brain fog, and Magic Mind was the first thing that I felt like really started clearing it up.
Good ad.
And yeah, so remember this moment.
Goonman
Because
720.
they put Adderall in Magic Mind.
Yeah. And then
And-
you're like, oh, I'm awake.
Now I start feeling like I really focus when I'm on Magic Mind.
Just a little bit of meth.
It's kind of incredible. Oh, look at this. Oh, I finally figured out how to
look
make
at
the
things
stream look
happening.
good. Jesus Christ.
It's going good.
Coy,
Hey.
Jeff Carroll.
What's Jeff Carroll doing? You talked a lot about Deadpool Wolverine.
Talked a lot of DPing women.
Yep, and women. DPing and women. Likely possible
Magic
cameos.
Mind.
He's so clear and focused.
I do. That's the thing.
cut
See,
carbs
I
to
do
remove
cut
brain
carbs.
fog.
Okay, let's get
Yeah,
on
but you
track.
also need carbs to have like
especially
functionality.
to weightlift.
Yeah, like carbs are important. But people cutting carbs all the way, they don't realize what it's doing. Anyway, you've talked a lot about DP and W, likely possible cameos. But for fun, who do you think has little to no chance we'd love to see? My top picks.
Let's read
Jeff
his top
Carroll
picks
continues.
first.
Dan Stevens, Legion. I agree. Very unlikely, but
You could
would
read
be
there.
fun.
That way people get your
Oh,
eye
hey.
line, Coy.
Emma Dumont Polaris. Oh, she's a delight, man. I like that girl. The Gifted Bad Show, but loved her in it. Yeah, she's great. Brian Cox, Striker X2. He's a maybe because I know how much fun he had playing that. Clark Gregg Coulson. I think there'll be like a Coulson joke. Gabriel Luna Ghost Rider, all from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Anya Taylor-Joy as Magic from New Mutants. Jeff Carroll continues. Don't want to be on the negative side, but would Marvel release Deadpool and Wolverine same time as San Diego Comic-Con? It's very frustrating for me. Those working may not be able to see it until SDCC is over and could hear spoilers around them.
Well, I think they're trying to do is continue the trajectory of, instead of spreading out their marketing, do it all at once while Deadpool and Wolverine is out in the theaters. Get them hyped massively for something else that they're not even concerned about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep, that's the move.
That's great marketing.
You distract
Don't
them.
put your attention on your one
Actual
Marvel
property.
movie of the year.
Nope.
Have them all be thinking about
What's
everything
next?
way later in the future that hasn't even been written yet.
Yep, nope.
Put all your attention there. It's good marketing.
What's next? Not what's now.
I think the theory is they think they want to create like bounce back week. I think that's what they're aiming
I think
for,
they're just, like,
right.
barraging us.
Yeah, like overwhelm us with like
That and then that and then that.
everyone's like orgasming on stage. Kevin Feige's just filled with white liquid. It's gonna be amazing. I'm trying to watch my words because I already crossed the line.
Did you?
Yes.
What did you say? Well, no, I don't repeat it, but I like the liquid use. And then Jeff Carroll also says, where's?
No, we went through all of them.
I thought he had 5.
No, we went 3.
Oh, okay. It says 2 of 5 and then 3
Oh,
of
Jesus.
5. So there's 4 of 5.
Hey,
right
man,
there.
he keeps paying
I-
for the super
I
chat.
wanted
We're
to
going
make
to
sure
keep reading them all.
We respected Jeff Carroll's wishes.
Guys, keep leaving a like on the stream.
If Deadpool and Wolverine will majorly impact the MCU, shouldn't be released before San Diego Comic-Con so Feige can talk about it and relate announcements to the outcome of Deadpool and Wolverine. Seems not thought out, but hope I'm wrong. Final one. Won't let me send 5th long, saving for next time. What an angel. Jeff Carroll's just like, I did too much. Let's answer that, though.
Yeah.
I think that it is going to be out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday before the announcements, and I think they're kind of setting that up to be, 70% of people that can see it opening weekend will be the ones not spoiled. I do think there's inevitably going to be some spoilers for Deadpool that come out like the moment people see it.
Sure,
And then
sure.
I think they're just kind of counting on that being an inevitability. No disrespect to the YouTube at large, but as soon as something's out, it's out. So I think they're kind of saying screw it, which I, as a consumer, hate, but as a business, understand. I think it's a really tricky spot because it is released the same weekend, but I think Saturday will be full spoilers for Deadpool and Wolverine because to them it'll have been out 3 days.
I totally agree with everything you said.
He
I
was
wasn't
listening.
totally having to answer a very
No,
important message at
not
that
at
time.
all.
I
He
promise.
was listening to me.
I promise. I am present
Yeah,
all times. Magic mind,
focused.
baby.
Magic mind.
Magic mind.
I'm seeing it as soon as possible. I did not have a screening invitation, and I was terrified that I was going to be going to Comic-Con, like physically, where I could not avoid nerds. Like I was almost making a shirt that said, "I haven't seen Deadpool yet. Please don't approach." Like I was going to be a dick and just not talk to people. But I'm seeing it as a guest on Monday. Didn't even get invited to a press screening. Disney, you're on notice. But yeah, I'm excited about the way it's going. But I do think it's kind of tricky timing. I wish it had come out like the week before. Like if it was Twisters week and then Twisters was later. But you know, you can't control everything.
Dude, no, I got invited though.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, but I did.
Yeah, you did. That's true. Greg did.
I'm happy about.
He's
my life.
happy about it. I've only dedicated my life to Deadpool.
I wouldn't say I was invited. I would say I sent a barrage of emails
Yes.
to get inside.
Yes, that is like being
They
invited.
were like, "Hey, we're having a screening. You want to come?"
Ah!
It was like, "Who? Email forward. Who? Talk to who?
Yeah, no, I've
And then people are like, "I can't believe you guys got invited." I'm like, "You have no
You don't
idea
know what we've
you
been
have no
through.
idea what it takes
You
to go
don't
to
know
some
what
of these
we've
screenings."
done. Yeah, and I'm going as a guest. And yeah, Marcelino, that's a cool name. If Kevin Feige offered me a job, would I take it? Depends on the job.
Never lose your nerd. You're a sweetheart. I know this came in a long time ago, but hi and bye. Love you, my friend. Rick, I see your super chat came in. Thank you so much. He's quoting John Campia. I can see that. Rubber pressure. Taking my 13-year-old son, godson, and some of my family see Deadpool 3 Thursday. Let's fucking go. Wow. That's not age appropriate. There's F words.
R-rated is for 17 and older.
Yeah.
Robert.
I didn't watch an R-rated movie till I was 21, the Christian way.
Yeah, I waited for marriage and I waited for legally drinking, like I'm supposed to.
Yeah,
and I was 18 till I saw an R-rated movie.
My favorite line that Coy ever said, ever. Coy has opinions about a religion. We are not going to make this about that.
Please don't.
We won't.
You want to keep this audience?
There was one thing he said when he filmed a reaction for Life of Brian. He was like, do you know what you said?
I just know it's like I was just so confused.
He said, it's like, he has no idea about anything about Jesus. And he's like, I don't know anything about Jesus. I know he wears like a diaper.
Because you told me to watch this movie, and I was like, he's got like a diaper, and I think
And
he
he's
like made.
I know wears a diaper.
That's it.
It's a loincloth.
It's so
Wears a
pouchy.
diaper.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
If you're turning water into wine, you're gonna have the runs, dude. You're just gonna be
It
flowing
wasn't
out.
like an offensive statement.
No, I
It
was just
it's
confused by
Literally,
it.
he was like, I think he's wearing a
Diaper.
diaper.
He's
It's
got
like,
like a-
it's funny because it was so sincere. And he thought he was
All the imagery is this white dude in a diaper.
It's not a diaper.
It's definitely got some extra padding. Yeah, I don't
Well, that's
get.
to censor it. But dude, that's a great family time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy because we're gonna have Deadpool 3 and Joker 2, and I think it's really gonna make a statement for R-rated comic book movies, and also with The Boys season 4 continuing to be a hit.
Yeah.
I think we're really entering a new territory of what could be, and I feel like that's a great way to keep this superhero franchise from going into this conversation about fatigue ever again. Shut
Mature
that
it-
shit down.
Well, we're like not 12 anymore, and then apparently when you are 12, you can go anyway. But it's I think the more a broad audience you can reach, the better. So make some that are all ages, but make stuff like this for adults.
It's not hot. Like on like The Boys, you know how I'll put on videos I have to do it for YouTube, like note for YouTube. Everything in this is like fictional and stuff.
Yeah.
I usually specify the genre, like
Right.
fictional action movie, fictional thriller. And for Boys, every time I write it out, fictional superhero show, I'm like, is that accurate?
Kind of is.
Is it
But
like
those aren't the issues.
I'm like, if it's not, I'm like, I'm talking about the genre.
Mhm.
Like, is it a superhero show? And that's what I mean by, oh, this really defies boundaries, and this is like a great way because it's easy to look at Boys and be like, comic book show, superhero show. But even when I'm typing, I'm like, is that the
Is
right
it?
category?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think the Joker and Deadpool fall into that as well. That's a really
Yeah.
good point.
Christian Unpronounceable. Always in our super chats. I appreciate that very much. I'm putting in my guess for DP3 box office. $450 million opening weekend. Well, yeah, I mean, I could totally see it. I could see it being a $500 million opening weekend.
I think 450 is now reasonable. I think it's gonna hit like 180 domestic. I think 450 could happen, especially with I think China's day and date.
A lot of people have been pointing out, wow, I mean, look what happens when Marvel just focuses on one movie. How great their marketing is. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen,
Ryan Reynolds is what
I
happened.
mean, Ryan Reynolds
Yeah,
is great at the
yeah.
marketing.
If you hire maximum effort for every movie, perhaps the marketing will be great.
Ryan Reynolds has been absolutely killing it, and I love that he's involved Wolverine.
Dude, the podcast thing they did.
They doing. I've found myself like, look, because there's photos of things I haven't even seen. I'm
Yeah.
like, where is this? Like, I try to find the videos of it.
Because there's a whole movie of just the marketing, which I
Yeah.
love. Like, that's how you market a movie. Don't show the whole movie. Do other stuff.
And I'm so happy Hugh Jackman was game for all
Oh,
that.
dude, in costume, that music video they did, like, they've done so many weird things, and all in costume, so it is marketing, but not spoiling.
And I think it really is a testament to. It could just be Ryan Reynolds being like, we could make more money if we do this. Or it's showing like a way for a man to put his ego to the side of how for his third Deadpool movie, he's equally giving this to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, and I
think
think
that's
he
really
loves
great.
it. I
Yeah.
think they, like, enjoy their friends. Like, they actually are having a good time as friends.
Yeah, I think it's really awesome. I'm more excited for this movie than ever. That third trailer really did something for me. It's a rare case. I feel like it was very intentional. Like normally you're like too many trailers. By the time you get to the final, I know I'm like,
You're like, I love this trailer.
Am I making you kind of want to watch it?
A little bit, but I'm not going to.
Is that the final trailers are usually like, this is pretty much
Here's the
everything I've
movie.
seen already on all the other trailers,
Mm-hmm.
and like one new thing. And that trailer felt like a bunch of new stuff, and yet I'm still like, what exactly is the threat here? I still
We
don't
really
know.
don't know.
Yeah.
They haven't revealed Cassandra Nova at all. I love that the actress that plays her is the third person in the press tour. It's like Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, this girl,
Yeah.
and the director. Like, Sean Levy's been with them, but I feel like she's just like, hey, you'll find out who I am next week.
Right.
Like, she's just there.
I think it's really easy to look at the marketing for Deadpool and just think about the crazy marketing that Ryan Reynolds does, you know, the goose and Jack in the Box and whatever. But
I'm going on Monday, by the way.
oh, perfect.
I'm
The
like,
Jack in the Box?
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
I've planned my whole day around that screening. Like, I've got
Congratulations.
stuff to do with it. I'm like, I'm getting the chimichanga bang bang. Like, I've already
Oh,
like
nice.
got it my menu because I'm like, that's so exciting to actually eat a Deadpool food going to see the movie.
That's
I
hilarious.
haven't done that in years. I
That's
feel like I'm going to
awesome.
McDonald's for a Happy Meal.
Casetify sent over some pretty cool shit. But the
Oh.
trailers, I feel like they've been telling a story with their trailers as well. They've been very specifically calculated on each trailer of what to do different every time, and to still get you more invested and hype for the stakes, and yet be like, I don't exactly know what the stakes are, but I can tell there's peril.
They're big.
Yeah. I think the marketing on this has been phenomenal. Phenomenal marketing. They need Ryan Reynolds.
They
badly.
do.
Like, this was really a big statement.
And I really hope he's in Secret Wars so they can
Yeah.
advertise all of
Yeah.
these magics.
Agreed, Catherine. We didn't really need the trailer, but they kind of wanted us to have it for some reason, as if they're not making money.
Yeah, this movie's tracking so well, but hey.
Here we go. Say on! For both Fantastic Four and Superman are releasing the same month next year, which film do you think performs better and why? Well, let's take this one question at a time since you gave such a generous super chat.
Yeah, say on.
I think Fantastic Four will do better than Superman.
I think Superman.
Superman has never been a $1 billion club movie.
It
I think
hasn't.
Fantastic Four will definitely be a $1 billion club movie.
I think they'll both reach $1 billion. I think Fantastic Four is going to do.
You think Superman will reach $1 billion?
I think the stakes
don't
are so
actually
high.
Believe that.
I think that people are going to be so curious what the new Superman is.
Although, if it is like,
It starts a universe and it's a new DC, and I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be repeat viewing. I think you've seen my Superman, Koi's Comic Corner. I think we need Superman now more than ever. Like, I think we need him, not want. I think there's going to be an aspirational, like Ted Lasso. How big did Ted Lasso get? I think humanity needs positivity now more than ever. I think it's going to be huge.
it is the first one.
Yep.
I mean, we've got a lot of Superman movies, but it is a new start. It is James Gunn. You put on the trailers from the director of
Guardians made
of the
$1 billion?
Galaxy and the Suicide Squad. You do
Yeah.
that.
I think it's going to
And
be huge, dude.
If it gets great, I think it could have long legs.
I also think Marvel's.
You
I
know
mean,
what?
DC's going to go.
I completely changed my mind. Once it actually came out of my mouth, I started going, but wait a minute. It's James Gunn.
Yeah.
And he makes great movies, and a great movie can have one. Like, I kept going off the fact of, like, yeah,
You're
Superman.
basing it on Superman, but not.
I'm basing off of the fact that, like, a lot of Superman movies haven't really been universally
The
beloved.
drop off on
Yeah.
those movies is huge. I don't
Yeah.
think this will have that. And I also think Warner Brothers is going to be like, we need this to do well for our company to keep being a company. Here's marketing. Like, it's going to be a big push.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do that. Okay, now they're so red. All right, we got to do this, guys.
We didn't touch it.
All right, we're gonna go to washed out frame.
Yeah. Watch us out.
Wrong camera.
Yeah. Oh, I like
All
the
right.
Fincher lighting.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we're washed out frame. Let's see.
We
what-
have been crying before
Let's see
screen.
what that looks like when we switch it, Coy.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
Wait,
excited.
It's an 18-second delay. I timed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and for Coy, favorite Kendrick Lamar album. Will Drake ever recover from the defeat he had?
I think my favorite Kendrick album is probably a little cliche, but Damn, I think is no skips. I think Damn is so conscious rap, but still accessible. I think Kendrick's conscious rap sometimes.
I don't think that's as good.
Yeah, we're a little dusty.
I don't think it's as good. Look at that. There's so much more color.
Yeah, the color is red though.
But it's better than no color.
We'll let them decide.
Do you guys prefer this one or the previous one?
Let us know.
I prefer.
We look like a Russo movie.
I prefer the color. You look like a Russo.
I think the conscious rap is hard to make polished into pop culture, and I think Damn is the balance. I think that Mr. Morale is really ingenious wordplay and really heavy stuff. That's great, but it's not as publicly facing. And I think that the way he balances that in Damn is some strong stuff. I think that album is amazing. And Drake doesn't get to recover. He's never been a rapper. He's been a pop star.
The other
that's
people
acting as a rapper.
more people are voting for the other one.
Okay, let's bring it back. The red one. Previous
Oh yeah,
one.
too many people are saying the red
Give
one.
me red.
All right, I'll try to adjust this. While Coy answers the next one. Nick Alexander, thank you for such a generous super chat, by the way, Sam. And Nick Alexander, thank you for a great super chat as well.
Thank you for asking a hip hop question. Nick Alexander asks, after these Avengers movies, if the Russos would direct a DC movie, what would you like to see them do? Same question. Trying to leave you guys rule. I would love to see the Russos handle. Let's see. They're good at espionage. They're good at really making insane stories grounded and approachable. So I'm going to go with Human Target. I'd love to see a Human Target movie from the Russo brothers. I think they'd make it Winter Soldier-esque. I think they would do a really good job making it captivating with such a weird character. I think they could do a great Human Target. And you could have a lot of cameos and appearances, so it's like more of an ensemble because Human Target deals with all the superheroes. And then Sean Levy is really good at finding heart in the absurd. He's very good at things like Real Steel, where
What's
it's like
a good father? What's a good father? That's the whole time I was thinking. Like, what's a good father-son DC character story? I feel like he'd be good for Batman, Brave and the Bold.
I was
actually.
going to say, if you're doing
He'd
Damian
actually-
Wayne,
I
and
think he'd be great for Batman,
that
Brave
is
and the Bold.
the father-son story
Yeah,
in
yeah,
DC right now.
Because that is where I think he loves to do father-son stories.
I think
Adam
he loves them.
Project,
Yeah.
Real Steel, Night at the Museum. That's the main dynamic he focuses on. There must be something with his dad. that he's,
I think
working through.
that would be good. I also think something where it's like younger people that are trying to find their way in the world without father figures. So the dad is like the missing element.
Yeah.
So maybe like Teen Titans because he's stuck on Stranger
Now,
Things.
do we look too white?
We're crispy but white. I think that's a good middle ground.
How does it look now?
Now it looks
guys?
perfect. Someone said the Shy Guy Matt.
Really, this looks perfect to you?
It's crispy, but I mean, I think you're underestimating my whiteness.
Is it over contrasted though?
No, I think that's better. It's just your
we're
beard
gonna
is very.
we're gonna find this on the stream, and it's gonna be because I saw it. It's a problem that a lot of people have with OBS, where it it messes up your whole colors, and you gotta and so we were like literally playing around a live unlisted link for an hour yesterday, trying to figure it out ourselves, and we couldn't get it.
Comic Book Enthusiast is new here, and they have a great name. Welcome, Comic Book Enthusiast. I think he would be great at a Titans film because Stranger Things is largely his baby. I know the Duffer Brothers are the creators, but he's a producer on it. And I think the father-son element would be interesting. So like a teen book like Titans.
Sean Levy could do a Nightwing movie.
He'd
I
be
agree with
great
that.
at
I agree
Nightwing.
with that. Cam Plays, thank you so much. Theory. Leader is going to change Banner back to how he was before for a World War Hulk movie.
I do have a feeling they're going to make Hulk more of a monster again.
In the middle of Captain America.
Bruce Banner's like, hey guys! Ah!
I feel like their answer to getting back a violent Hulk is Red Hulk.
Yeah. I think we get a threat that makes Banner lose his shit again, and that might be Red Hulk, or what you're saying to just have Red Hulk be angry. I think we're heading back towards... Marvel seems to be really listening to what the fans want, and the fans have wanted an angry Hulk back for a long time.
Yeah.
I think that Cap 4 sets up something that leads to more Hulk. I don't know if it's World War Hulk, but we could find out as soon as next week.
Oh, wait a minute. What are we doing?
I don't know. What are we doing?
I want you to make that last point one more time, Coy.
Okay.
Now.
So when I think about the Hulk, I think about Rage, and I think Marvel's been listening to Rage, and I think I'm about to next presidential candidate announcement. Rah, this is American.
We did it.
Idiocracy's documentary. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see post Cap 4 where Hulk is. I like your theory.
I'm excited for that Captain America movie. Personally.
After that trailer, I'm even more excited. The CinemaCon footage in that trailer really had me.
Nico. Okay, now we got to do a color for Nico.
Okay.
Let me quickly read his question. Okay, he's talking about Kang. All right. Where's the
Purple. Kang's
purple?
right?
Purple? Yeah. Okay. We're Kang the Conqueror now.
Purple's weird. It feels weird being purple.
I see people talking about Kang, but in my opinion, this is our new bit. I see Kang talking about, but in my opinion, Loki wrapped him up perfectly with the Ant-Man comment. They really eliminated him as a threat, in my opinion. You're damn right they did.
Yeah, I think it's literally Loki's now the god of stories, and Kang doesn't control time because it wraps up the story really beautifully. I think they could have kept going if they had less complications behind the scenes, but I think it ended it well.
Weird. It's like they set it up for him to exit in Loki.
Right, and then it was like,
But they were like, oh, perfect.
well, because we kept hearing those rumors. Remember the rumors where it was like they're not as impressed with Kang as they want to be for box office? And I was like, yeah, but you haven't let him be Kang yet. And then the Loki thing came out, and I was like, did you write him out early?
I don't think that it feels way too like
Perfect.
finessed. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like the arc was that it.
Yeah.
But I keep saying, now we're under the sea. Or we're Navi. I keep saying that they need Doom to take out Kang, so it's like impactful. But now I don't know if they need to at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I feel like you need to have Doom established as a big way.
Big boy. Big boy King.
Big boy Kang.
Logan Tamlin. Hey,
Hey.
Russo's for Avengers 5 and 6.
Okay.
Raimi for Tom's Spider-Man 4.
Okay.
The most basic and safe choices, but that's what we need. We want the hits, not an Ironheart series. Sorry. See, I'd be down for Raimi's more than I am for Russo's because Raimi gets to complete a story, and it's Coy's favorite Spider-Man.
Oh, he's saying Tom's Spider-Man 4.
Oh, fuck that.
He's saying
Why would I want
switch his
that?
franchises.
I mean, that would be pretty dope.
That's what the rumor is.
It would give, like,
It'd be
John
so
Watts did
ironic.
a good job, and No Way Home is
Incredible.
one
I
of
think.
the absolute best MCU movies. I don't care. Some people want to dog on it now, but it's one of the best MCU movies. And he did a great job, but and I think his action was the best in No Way Home. But there was like that distinct, especially when it came to the swinging. I never felt like he really got the swinging down. And Sam Raimi,
Especially when you watch The Amazing Spider-Man, which I
Yeah.
think has the best Spider-Man stuff. Not the story, but Spider-Man moving around.
Yeah.
The agility, the nimbleness, the spider movement, like that to me is Spider-Man.
well, he improved upon what Sam Raimi established.
Right.
And Sam Raimi, I think, would be even better now with everything he knows. Because that was him like first working with like, this is a crazy budget. And
I
all
mean,
this
they
other-
didn't have those movies yet.
And they didn't have that kind of like they were like kind of inventing
Yeah, they-
technology and like how do we do this? We got to come up with this.
Do you know that's
Yeah.
why we have blue screen and green screen?
Really?
Because they were shooting on green screen because that was the common thing.
Oh, I
But
didn't know that.
When they shot Spider-Man, his legs were blue and it looked good for Green Goblin. So they made a blue screen behind Green Goblin and a green screen behind Spider-Man. And that's a huge reason we have.
Oh,
Blew my
that's-
mind.
That's cool.
So because those characters are inverse because of comic book nature,
Yeah.
they made inverse screen colors for.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, he was literally inventing shit.
But I don't.
I
mind
think
that
Sam
choice.
Raimi Spider-Man 4 should be Toby personally. I think just doing the hits is how bands run out of steam. I think you need to be creative. So I think for now, right the ship, but then I think they need to go back to weird after.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mark Webb did have the best swinging. I agree.
Mark Webb was not appreciated in his time.
Nope.
Simon Aylett. How do you feel about the promotional footage for Deadpool and Wolverine has gone? Overkill, not enough, or just right? Well, I just talked extensively
That's
about
so funny.
how some of it is arguably they could have just stopped at the second trailer and let that be it. But
They haven't shown a lot.
I think they've actually been very creative in how they've handled all the marketing. Normally, I'm like too much, and like I said earlier, they've given us something different for everyone, and I love how they've also focused on tone and emotion and given us variations of that throughout it. Like Ryan Reynolds, I feel like has been very involved probably in the trailer department and infusing it with not just like jokes and like what to cut out, but emotion. And I think the emotional journey he's put us on with the trailers has been amazing. So
Mhm.
I think it's been amazing. And I know some people were upset about how they revealed some stuff, and I'm like, I know that if Ryan Reynolds didn't want that shit revealed, they wouldn't let it happen.
He has so much
Yeah.
more control than most. I also think it's still only the first third of the movie. Not only have we seen very little, we don't know the plot very much, and the things they've teased, like the Sabretooth thing, we saw him in a hood in other trailers, and then that last time that we saw him like fully himself, how much of that has been other things where they're like, there's a frame where there's people we don't even know. That's exciting.
I bet you that when the first reactions come out, the first thing they're going to be talking about is like, so much was not shown in the trailers.
Mhm.
That's probably going to be the first thing they like. If you thought the trailers ruined a lot, don't worry. There is so much they did not ruin.
I'm so excited.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Unreasonably excited.
Robert Purser back at it. I don't think the event. Thank you, Robert. I don't think the Avengers versus X-Men will work till after Secret Wars. We don't even know who the Avengers are unless Marvel has them mini team ups and show the new Avengers in new movies and shows. Just wait.
We've got so many teams. Like we could put, if you put the people we've seen over Phase 4 into an Avengers team, I think that would be a way to like I don't think they need to reintroduce anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like we've met everybody. When the Avengers assemble in the Avengers film, it happens in the Avengers film. Like the first Avengers assembles a team, so I think it would work.
Oh, we could use this opportunity to talk about that Kevin Feige quote.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige came out and said that which one, the X-Men one or?
Oh my God, there's an X-Men one.
Yeah.
What do you say about X-Men?
Dude, he literally said there are a number of X-Men in Deadpool and Wolverine, and the X-Men team you're about to meet are a mix of familiar faces and new ones. He said straight up X-Men.
Dude, what's he doing?
I don't know. It's like Kevin Feige doesn't have a Kevin Feige sniper on him.
I'm surprised he said all that.
Yeah. Like, what's happening? And then he
It's
told...
like, you know you're like...
You're
set up
the
for-
guy.
You know you're set up for like box office glory already, right? Like
You don't need this
You don't need
quote.
to hype up anymore.
Crazy. Yeah, and then the Brandon Davis quote was like... Let me find it. Hold on.
That was the one about like it was a level 8.
Yes. Yeah. So Infinity War is a 9, Endgame is a 10. This is an 8 on impact for the MCU. Like craziness. Let me see if I can find that
Crazy.
other quote real
You
quick.
gotta take vitamins, guys.
He's still doing it.
You don't get enough from your.
Oh, the specific Brandon Davis one I thought was clever. In addition to those we just talked about, that I wanted to mention just because I thought it was fun. The Matrix is the reason the X-Men are in black leather. He officially said it.
Oh, that makes a lot
You
of
and
sense.
I always assumed it.
Yeah.
We talked about it, but he officially said it.
After
there-
1999, everything was fucking black leather.
There were studios execs in charge who knew The Matrix had been a big hit, and they wore black leather. So put them in black leather, but it's actually been said out loud now. I thought it was
Word.
funny because you and I have always been like, I think that's why.
That's why I always did black leather.
He said the quiet part out loud. So yeah, guys, lots of quotes, lots of craziness. Kevin Feige's out here leaking stuff.
Oh god.
Yeah, Greg is done taking his vitamins now. It only took an hour and 22 minutes of the stream.
I forgot there was more. Anish. Hey.
Hey.
Why didn't you bastards react to Justice League: The New Frontier when they were doing all the DC animated movies?
Yeah, she did say bastards.
Might one day get back to the Justice
Yeah,
League.
I was like, I don't know how to answer that. It's not my decision. We're enjoying Spectacular Spider-Man right now, but I think when DC comes back in a big way, that might be a good time to return to the DC movies. Like when people are searching those names, it's more likely that we can only do so much sharing our videos in our echo chamber. Like when I share something on Twitter and Instagram, it's already people that watch because they probably found me that way. Once people are searching like, Superman more, then we can do more Superman videos, stuff like that. It's kind of what I'm trying to figure out with Koi's Comic Corner and with interviews and stuff is like, when do I make these pivots to make it work? Because it doesn't really make sense for Greg to be like, let's do this and it's going to cost this. And then, oh no, or to do, we spend 7 hours making it, editing it, and then not enough people watch it for us to do the next one. Like we don't want to get momentum and lose it again. So
I know people don't like hearing about that stuff. It's
I was just being honest.
Sad reality.
we got to keep the lights on.
Sometimes things get canceled.
But it would be a good time to do it then.
Let
That
me see.
young Koi John wrote.
What was the last? I'm trying to see what the last DC animated movie was you guys did.
We did a few Batmans in a row.
Was it Batman Ninja?
Might have been.
I'm trying to just see here. It might not be bad to pick it up again down the road.
Yeah, I think especially as they come back. Because we're in the home stretch of Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah. I think around the DC era would be good to pick it back up.
Yeah, so another reason to watch DC stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, Warning: this stream's current bit rate. I don't know. Looks fine to me here. Are we frozen? We're not frozen.
That'd be ironic.
Anyway. So where are we at, Coy?
We just did a niche, and we will be getting back to those hopefully one day. Daphne Keene is English/Hispanic, I think. She just developed an American accent over time. So,
like Mel Gibson.
yeah.
Roxy's hero.
You know Mel Gibson was born in New York?
Yeah, but he moved to Australia
Yeah, like
right
5.
away.
Yeah.
He's technically American.
Yeah, so he could run for president.
Yeah.
And the way it's going, yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
You show respect.
Hey.
A man survived.
Sugar tits.
He jumped in front of. We're talking about two different things. Okay, Jason. Thanks for that fun fact, though. Jason Marbach. How can they have enough time to probably set up the X-Men universe in before Avengers 5, Avengers vs X-Men? You know what I think will be a rather smart approach. The mutants are feared, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mutants are like, what are you? And what if the X-Men came in? And the Avengers were like, we don't know what they are.
That's what I
assume. And they're like, maybe they're not like they're villains, but they kind of view them as a potential threat.
Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing it from their perspective, where they by the end have to learn.
Between now and then, we've got Cap 4, and I think a superpowered person's going to shoot the president. We have we have Thunderbolts, which is going to be a team that appears to be heroes revealed as villains.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're leading to that, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have a lot of distrust of people with powers. So
Sure.
X-Men coming in could be a reason for the Avengers that are, like, government licensed to take them out.
Absolutely. All right, guys, just to make sure we end on time, we got a lot of super chats and Streamlabs to go through. I really appreciate everyone contributed. I'm gonna disable the super chats for now. We're gonna finish them all off, though. Promise. We're gonna finish them all off and the Streamlabs. And we won't end until we're through them all. I'll do that in 2 minutes since I just said it and someone
give
just
people
contributed
time.
one. So I'll give you 2 minutes if you guys want to get any more questions for your name to be featured on screen, support the channel, etc., etc., etc. It's all groovy. Everyone wins.
Mhm.
Logan Tamlin. Although I'm not quite as excited for Deadpool and Wolverine as a lot are, between everyone else's excitement this impact might have it on the MCU, the SDCC rumors and the Cap trailer, which I actually loved. This is the most confident I've been with the future of the MCU since pre-Quantum Mania. I was almost done after Secret Invasion, Marvel's Echo. Well, just you wait. Once you get that marketing hype, then Agatha House of Harkness comes up, and then we see what the hell's going on with that. I personally feel like that's going to be a really fun show. I liked it. Did you like the trailer? I liked the trailer. It doesn't feel like Marvel, but I like the trailer.
Yeah, it feels like a Disney show.
It feels like a Disney show, but
And-
I've been so into like my Disney Channel
Yeah,
era.
I think that's why you're more. I'm casual. You've been like, I like that trailer. And I was like,
I've been like watching Descendants and High School Musical, and so I'm like, yeah.
great. I like that you're in your dad mode and you're
Yeah.
like donating money to cats, and I'm like, I want kids soon, and you're like, but Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I think it's definitely going to appeal to a certain demographic of Disney, but I think it looks good. Like as what it is doing what it set out to do well. I'm just very curious how people receive it.
I hope it does well. But yeah, I think like the announcements will be good. Announcements are one thing, and I'm hoping Agatha is great. That way we don't immediately go back to Marvel.
Yeah, because after
Like-
2 hits, it'd be rough if
What people pay attention to more than anything else is
what happened yesterday.
consistent. What happened yesterday? They care about consistency. You could have one step down or whatever. You know, you could have one Thor: The Dark World.
Right, that way
Yeah.
they bounce back.
But you have, Descendants 4 was the weakest one. You can have,
Loves it.
I can rank them all for you. They're great. And that's my point. Is like, okay, we had Deadpool and Wolverine. We get this excitement. Then if Agatha sucks, it's easy for that to. Is that all? That's all coming. It's like 2 in the first day, and then once a week. When
Yes.
are you out of town?
The 12th through the 17th. It's 5 days.
Oh, so you will technically be back when Agatha comes out and Penguin.
Yeah, but hopefully we get because I'll be flying that day, so we might have to wait like an hour or 2. So hopefully we have screeners
Hopefully.
because they usually like
We
an
don't
episode.
get screeners that allows we
No,
when
as
you
in, like, I'll
when
know
you
what we're
guys
doing.
wonder how we get things up so fast, it's because we
No, we were able to see things like the week of.
we see them right at midnight.
Yes,
and then
of course.
we upload at 1 a.m.
That is what.
That's
Well, then we do
how
upload at 1 a.m.
That's how we do.
That's how it's done.
That's how we
just,
do it.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
we are fast editors
Prepper. Thank you.
by watching when it debuts for everyone else every time.
Always and forever. I think that Agatha is going to be the big test because of the hype right now on very adult stuff. That's definitely a younger skewing thing. Like, I think that'll be the. It's also, I hate to say it, like, right now, Disney, in my opinion, I think there's a higher stakes on female-led stuff, and that is unfortunate, but, like, women deserve really quality shows, and I don't think that. I don't think they got that with the Marvels, and I personally don't think they got that with the Acolyte. So
What did you just say?
women, they deserve things, Greg. I know. It's a crazy concept. I know. I think they should be out of the kitchen and watch television, and without like a TV time.
Women?
Yeah, and they should vote.
Not in the kitchen?
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
coy.
What
What are you doing?
bold ideas.
What a
Bold
radical way of
ideas.
thinking.
I know. I'm pretty radical.
Oh my god.
I think they might even be equal.
You're insane.
I know.
This is your insane color. You're insane, coy. Insane.
What was in Greg's
You're
vitamins?
insane.
Greg took vitamins.
You are insane, coy. You women. You know you're right. Absolutely.
So I'm worried. I'm worried if they have 3 in a row that aren't to quality. That's my only concern. Being real. I know, Anthony Cheeseman. Crazy.
I've disabled
waiting
the
for the
super
madness
chats.
to catch up.
I've disabled the super chats because I'm assuming they're not going to come in anymore. For everyone's like, I want to take my back.
Like, can I get a refund?
Yeah. How do I
Is there a pullback
How do I get a
button?
refund? Okay, we're gonna continue with the super chats, but we also got some streaming. We got a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, can you imagine if we end at 2 p.m.? That'd be a first.
Crazy. On time. And with the chaos of the stream. Bold.
I feel like I've found my sense of humor again lately. It was gone for a very long time. I just couldn't tell a joke.
That's sad. It's the vitamins.
It's the
Bring
vitamins.
it back.
It's the
You're
ma-
regrowing
it's the
your
magic
funny
mind.
bone.
Magic mind.
It's the most we've ever plugged, not a sponsor.
Dude, it's great. It's a really great product.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been the absolute best that's not like caffeine generated. I really attest to it. Marco Tunstill. Oh, this is fun. Xavier is played by a white man,
Oh, a white man.
and everything else is like the comics. Or if a part of all mutations is that they age slower, so it wouldn't be as odd that Magneto and Xavier are old.
I think there's a part 1 to that because I don't understand where we came out with just white man. Oh, there we go.
No. I think we start with 2 and then we go
White
to
man.
1. A large part of Magneto's story is the trauma he experienced in the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
But that would make the character crazy old. What if the new Magneto is a man whose family was killed by a white supremacist group in the 60s? American South pre-MLK. Wow, that's a pitch. Xavier is played by a white man. Everything else is like the comics. Got it. Or if a part of all mutations that they age slower to, so it wouldn't be as odd as that Magneto and Xavier are so old. Or we do the Disney thing where you keep Magneto exactly the same, make him just a black guy, 1940s, Jewish, and no one ever points it out.
Nobody. The internet will not point out color.
They will never point out color.
It's not a
The
thing they
world
do.
doesn't acknowledge it.
Nope. I think
He still sounds like Denzel.
I really don't think one. I think they need to be it'll be either like they need to have the same fight. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the modernization of something that happened in the 40s. Like they need to have something historically tied to a trauma. So I don't know if that's going to be something in the 60s because even that's 60 years ago. That would make them like in their 70s. That's a little old to be like a 10-year run of a team. So I don't know what that's gonna be. Hey, if they make the new X-Men team start in 5 years, by the time Project 2025 rolls around, maybe we'll have new trauma for people. We might have camps again. So by the time we get to camps, maybe we got a new origin of Magneto.
Dude,
Topical.
I've never been camping.
Yeah.
That's
Once you
not
go camping, you get Magneto powers. That's what I'm referring to.
Is that what they've been talking about with the camps?
Camps.
I never understood that.
You're like,
they
oh,
kept referencing camps in
Go to
X-Men.
REI.
And I was like, what does camping have to do with it?
You're like, I like RVs.
I just feel like some people just
Beautiful
act like they're
mountain air.
so smart,
Mhm.
but I'm like, what does camping have to do with anything?
It's really tricky.
Jay-Zilla! San Medina, San Manila.
I think Marco had a third one.
I was ranked number 3 on Streamlabs, so I wanted to donate one more time to make me move up to number dos. Also, was able to join the KoiCast Patreon.
Yeah.
And I've done nothing but listen to them all day. So thanks for helping me stay awake, Koi, and
Aw.
being unproductive in my life.
See, someone does listen to my podcast.
I
Greg.
had to get married, bailed on it, listened to your podcast all day, made me realize I don't need to marry this woman. She's a terrible human being.
That's what I said
Your
about the
podcast woke me up, and I created 2 identities, so I'm voting for both presidents this year.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Marco.
He said all that. That's true.
It's amazing.
Thank you for joining the Patreon, man. That means a lot. And KoiCast is a thing I do and I never think to talk about. So I appreciate you tuning in because I'm bad at marketing it. But also, I think that that we are in a new age of entertainment and pop culture. So whatever they do with Magneto and Xavier, you asked those first, is going to be very important to this next wave because I think the X-Men are inherently political, and I think a lot of people are sick of politics in art, but I think those characters will allow a little bit more of a fine touch on things because it is so tied to their characters. So I'm curious what they do. Catherine, my favorite moment from the Isn't It Romantic trade is when they do the Dirty Dancing lift, when Deadpool lifts Spider-Man and does the dancing move. We're calling...
John's supposed to come in to film at 2 o'clock to do something else. He's needed some sleep.
Okay.
I'm calling John really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Answer, John. I'm trying to give you a cameo on the live stream.
He's like, I'm sleeping for another 25 minutes or 20
Dude,
minutes.
I'm touching myself right now.
Come on,
in
let
the
him have his
bathroom so
moment.
my parents don't come in. and
Jesus.
watch me like they normally do.
Such a theme.
So are there big plot points in Twisters?
Plot points?
Yeah. Do they CGI in Bill Paxton?
Totally. They're like, let's dig him up. They do the full. He's actually in a tornado. No, they bring Kevin Costner back, and he lands out of a tornado. And we find out that Pa Kent lives.
The world I would like to live in out of them all would be Lord of the Rings, honestly. After the ring is disposed of. John.
That was a very intense opening
Say
face.
hi to everyone, John. They can't hear you.
No.
Because the mic's not near. Say it again.
Hello, everyone.
It actually worked.
John, can you preview the live stream and tell me what you think of the colors? I've been changing it this whole stream.
Whole stream.
You look wide awake, John. You look like you're ready to kick
He
ass.
is so in the zone.
I have had an archipelago of 15-minute naps since last night.
I'm sorry, man.
Good use of archipelago.
I've been shouting you out this whole stream, John.
Yep, we give you full credit.
Giving you
Twisters
shout out
is
a lot.
excellent, Galaxy. I love
Just so you
Twisters.
know, I've been looking good by shouting you out.
Mhm. It's about his ego.
Makes me look good
selflessness.
to shout this guy out.
That guy.
John's been a champion this week. Absolute champion. We had a goal yesterday to get him out of here at 8:30. We succeeded. 1:30 a.m.
Yes,
We
those
all-
numbers are similar.
We also watched a spider.
Oh.
This is crazy. So last night, John and I had a little moment of lapse where we took a break when we were walking out of the back studio to the backyard, and we saw. I saw this the other day after you guys left. I was cleaning up in the backyard, and I saw this like the spider created like a big Spider-Man web.
Yeah.
It was awesome, like this big Spider-Man web. It was like, whoa, it's like crystal clear. And Olivia wouldn't let me kill it. And then the other day,
I like
John and I
spiders.
were walking out, and we saw it start to make it, and we were
Oh.
just watching it for like 30 minutes go to town, just because it was so cool.
That's beautiful.
It was awesome.
That's a good time.
It was
Watching
really
a spider
awesome.
build a web.
Anyway,
Screw social
John,
media.
can you preview the stream and tell me if you think this colors look all right?
We'll wait here.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, if it was me, I might turn the contrast down like a hair, but it looks saturated.
Okay, I'm going to turn the contrast down to John's request. I've been shouting out this whole stream, John. I hope you know that.
I've heard some of it. I appreciate it.
All right, I turned it down a little bit. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Koi,
See if there's any
don't check your
news.
phone. All right, John, I
Someone
got to get
just
back
said
to
a
the
news
stream.
thing. I want to see if it's true.
I'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye. What are the Russo Brothers officially back?
Yeah,
You-
that's what I'm seeing.
you-
If that's someone just hearing the rumor, or if that's
you
got
think that they
confirmed.
would confirm that for
Before Comic Con.
for Comic Con?
That I assume that's what they're gonna do, but also the way Kevin Feige's been running around saying stuff, maybe he's just like, I need more hype.
All right, here we go. Yeah, thankfully, towards the end of the stream, the colors are perfect.
No, I'm good. Now that the people have left, what are our attention at now?
All right, I'm just gonna make sure this is the last one, and then we're gonna get through them. Yeah. Maybe a 2-hour stream will help increase the playback, so people are like, "God, this is a 4-hour
Why
stream.
are we doing this
I don't
still?
want to watch this." You know?
What's going on? Colors are perfect. Shy Guy Matt says John is the best part of this channel. Says D. John's great.
You're getting blocked.
That's it. Hate speech.
I don't like this. Hide user. This is a joke.
wasn't joking. He did it. Sorry.
There it is.
Bring it back.
There it is. I'm hitting the wrong button.
Now that we got the colors back, we
Do you
gotta
see?
get
There
rid
it
of
is.
the.
I
There
found
it is.
I found it.
There it is.
All right. Oh, some people. Have you guys aren't on our Instagram? We've been posting so many exclusive videos. Some of them take so much time to edit. Last night,
That's the whole pitch.
I edited one because Roxy's editing most of them. He's coming up with most of them, and I edited one. I started like midnight. No, like 11:30. Finished at like 1 in the morning. I was like, I gotta go to bed. It's so fucking late. I got so much. I've been working for so long. And then it was like 1:30, and she's like, I would just change this one thing. I'm like, oh, do I have to? I really don't want to. And then I was like, fuck, she's right. Then I had to go wake up. This whole thing. That's what's
TikTok's
fun. But dude, no, I think people have really been enjoying the Instagram. Some people like scoffed when I plugged it, but I'm like, no, it's like we designed it where it's like these are perfect for this platform, not perfect for YouTube.
Right, it's another
level.
brand.
Yeah.
It's another like
It's-
level in the brand. Like,
it's-
because we can't be that playful in day-to-day videos. Like, we can't have rapid fire stuff.
And it's just they're like 1 minute videos, and here we like more of the longer form stuff now. So yeah, I think if you're on our Instagram, you'll see a completely different side of us. I think you guys would really like it.
Reebs
And
Restwig.
Roxy's been killing it over there, by the way. She's really been
She
been
really has. Reebs asked a question pertinent to my interest. Aaron Moorhead is asking about SDCC, unrelated to what you might hope, but Aaron's gonna be down there.
Michelle, she sent in a cat.
Yeah,
A
cat.
cat. A cat. I love cats.
They're great.
I got 4.
They're big. Got big
GOM
cats.
Films, what's up, buddy? Oh, dude, I've been the shittiest at replying, dude.
You just replied.
No, he's like messaged me a couple times, like a few times, and I've been so bad at replying, dude. I am so sorry. It is the story of my life lately. Ask Cosmic Wonder, one of my closest friends in the world. Every day he's trying to hit me up, and I'm like, sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Like,
I started getting guilt this week.
He's usually like, I just need 5 minutes, Greg. I'm like, dude, I don't have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it's happening so often, and I'm sorry.
I'm in the same boat. My phone is like my enemy now because I feel guilty, and then it makes it worse because then I don't respond because I feel guilty, and then they double down, and I'm like, I'm sorry again.
Usually you get a reply from me. If you get a reply, it's like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, that's when I catch up.
Yeah.
That's when you text me, and I'm always like, fuck.
And then I'm wondering, like,
He knows I'm up because I'm doing the same thing.
who's replying to me at 4 in the morning? You guys
Monsters.
should be asleep. And then I'm like, but I
Oh,
should
wait,
be
I'm up.
asleep.
God damn it.
Mass Effect Krent. Can you guys react to the Selena the series and Bloodhounds? Sure, we'll just do that.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what they are. Oh,
Okay.
Selena, based off of Selena.
The singer?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a Netflix series. Never heard of Bloodhounds.
Mm-mm.
Keep that on the mind, though. Keep that on the mind. John and I watched the Selena movie this year.
Pretty good.
Highest earning video of the year so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
Maybe Selena series?
Wait a minute. Is my Cobra? Is my Hero of Academia back?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It is.
There's new, like, 5
I
episodes.
never know when they're back.
Yeah. I did up to season 4. I haven't done season 5. But
Oh shit.
Yeah. Jonah's doing the movie.
Yeah, I know he mentioned that to me.
Yeah, that movie's back.
It's like I'm like I don't know. I wouldn't feel confident to
Right, 'cause it
he's
always just
like,
comes
we're
out of
looking
nowhere."
for someone to do cover. I'm like I honestly
not
wouldn't
as well.
feel confident. Like I forget what happened in the show every time, and
It's
I
been
spend
years.
I spend half of the season I'm watching going, okay, yeah, what?
Yeah. Frank Merchant, I agree. That's why Deadpool's going to make $2 billion because they're a dying genre.
Robert producer. I personally think the main Ghost Rider will be Danny Ketch, played by Ryan Gosling. I think that would be a good. I think there's a time where Ryan Gosling wouldn't do it, but I think him being a family man now, it would be a great time for him to take up the role of Johnny Blaze. I think he would actually do it now.
I think Gosling wants to be something in the MCU because of his kids, but I don't know if he'll do Ghost Rider. I know he's mentioned wanting to be Ghost Rider. I just don't know. They might
I
make
think
Ghost
it's
Rider
because he
R
doesn't-
now.
I think it's because he doesn't really know any of
What the
comic
character is. Yeah, he's
I
like,
don't
this
think
is the one I know.
I don't think he
This is
knows
safe.
that many comic characters.
I don't blame him.
That's
That's
why
fair.
every actor's like, I want to be Batman.
Yeah. Also,
I'll play Batman.
did you see? And this is a silly thing, but it's been happening and actually calling people out for like joining the DCU. Glenn Powell followed Andy Muschietti and James Gunn today.
That doesn't mean anything.
Batman.
doesn't mean anything.
It means he's Batman. Greg, I'm confirming. He's Batman.
He's got the chin.
He's
for it.
perfect.
He's got the face for it. Yeah.
I don't know anything. I just think it's funny because it has actually people have been revealed accidentally by their Instagram followers before. It'd be really funny if Instagram is how we find out he's Batman.
I realized something when a question was asked to me by. I was just with my filmmaker. They were literally making a show for Peak, like a show that James Wan's producing. He's one of the main producers and the director for us, hanging out with him and his wife. And she worked on the show too. And we were talking about our favorite movies of the year. It's so easy when you're like on a YouTube channel to be like, all right, Civil War, Dune 2, Furiosa. And we were talking, I'm like, you know what my real favorite movies of the year are? Now that I think about it, it's Fall Guy and Hitman.
Fall Guy's my number 2 to Dune. Dune changed my life, but Fall Guy's right there, number 2 for me.
I just think Fall Guy and Hitman just put me in such a good mood.
They're so delightful.
I think they're so fun, and I loved Hitman.
Yeah.
I really, really loved Hitman. I did not react to it. I just watched it.
that third act where they have the texting sequence that's shot like an action movie. That's like
Yeah.
the best John Wick scene outside of John
Oh
Wick.
God! And I love I loved the creative freedom they had with it, and also being tongue in cheek enough to let you know like this didn't really happen.
Yeah.
To like just tell the audience that in a way that felt charming.
Yeah.
You know.
It was so
Yeah.
cheeky.
Yeah, I thought it was, and it's appropriate for what that character is.
100%.
To take that creative freedom and do take a fictional bend on stuff.
Audrey Arjonia is so
She's great in it.
captivating
She's
and
so great in
charming.
it, yeah.
She came to the Twisters premiere to support Glenn, and we did a bunch of Morbius press together. And it was really fun to talk to her about a movie like we both loved. Like it was really
Yeah.
fun because like she is so proud of Hitman.
She was. We interviewed her for Andor via Zoom. Easily one of my all-time favorite interviews.
She's so delightful.
She is so generous, and they had to interrupt her and be like, "We can't. It's a trailer. Why put spoilers in the trailer thumbnail? It's a trailer." Daphne King is doing interviews for Entertainment Weekly talking about it. You blame Daphne King for that, all right? Yeah, it's about men who need to save a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly.
And there's a
it.
big scene in the kitchen.
It's Fall Guy. Yeah, that's actually a really solid point. Furiosa is my favorite, like, serious movie of the year. But in terms
Two
of, like,
men saving women movies making Greg happy.
I'm completely
That's
phrased.
correct.
They are both about. You got me. You got me.
Woke.
You got me.
I love how much that derailed.
No, that is so funny. That's such a good point. I want to react to Abigail. Roxy and Tara cannot have all the horror movies.
Yeah.
Coy just took Late Night with the Devil with Roxy,
Dude, I had a fucking time watching that.
and I bought it just so I could watch it later.
I got
so
so uncomfortable, like in my soul.
I
man. That
cannot wait
movie's
to
so
watch
good.
it. Please,
I won't tell you
chat.
anything.
Please be kind. Please be kind. Please.
Uh,
I'm gonna move on right away. Sean Payton, Coy, Coy, son.
hello.
I've called you Coy, son, forever.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's because I do karate.
Yeah. It just became my nickname for you.
Coy son.
Coy son. You and John should really rank all the episodes of Spectacular Spider-Man season 1 and 2. In my opinion, best anime series ever, and I love that show. I just want everyone to know that was a Greg choice.
Yeah.
So as much people get mad at Greg when Greg's like, can't do this anymore.
Opposite of Chucky.
Everything you guys like is usually Greg coming
Yeah.
in and like, hey, do this.
And we love it. It's real good. I don't know if we could rank it because it kind of grows, like the character arcs grow, so it feels like the later ones would inherently be better, but I don't know if that's fair to the first ones because they set the groundwork for the later ones. So I don't know if it's something you can rank,
Sure.
fairly.
Very true.
Because its strength is that it's cumulative, and I'm loving it so far, but that also makes me upset because I know it ends at season 2 of a 5-year plan, and what season 5 could have been, knowing how well they build, is unfortunate.
Oh my God! I timed the Bad Boys thing so perfect, guys. I want to give credit to myself really quick. I was so happy we did this. I was like, all right, when did Bad Boys 4 come out? All right, so Tara and Andrew are going to be covering the Bad Boys franchise. How can we do this where we landed right when the Bad Boys 4 before it was announced? Boom. Bad Boys 3, we start prepping it, get the word. It's coming out next week.
No
It's
way.
like, fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
Did it. So
Good.
happy about that. I'm going to give
Movie's great. I like Bad
give you
Boys
guys
4.
a little bit of a preview. I'm updating this right now of everything we have shot. Okay, this has already been shot. This just went up today. So yeah, there's some movies missing here. Like, as you did The Fly.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to give you guys a little preview. of The
Guys,
Fly.
a return of Coy and Roxy.
And you did Late Night with the Devil.
Yep.
All right. Late Night with the Devil. Yeah, I want to do Abigail personally, or I'm going to put John and Roxy on it because they've been doing all the vampire movies, but I personally want to do it. But I might just give it to them.
You know, Twister's been my number 5 of the year. Twister's
Really?
like I loved.
Okay, hold on, guys. I want to show you guys how much we have. I have it all in this document, and there's just some I forgot to write down. I just want to show you guys how ahead we are. Needs to be prep. Hold on, almost there. Almost
I can't even
there.
see the live chat to help.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
even-
sorry.
I
I'm
can't even
sorry.
vamp.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
just
everyone.
staring.
I'm just prepping this to show you guys. There's something definitely missing here. I don't know what's missing.
Check the live chat on the thing.
God, what is missing? Oh, okay. There's another one here. I just remembered. Hold on.
Mhm.
Hold on. Enemy at the gates. Prisoners. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. I'm almost there. I'm almost there, everyone. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. So people are always giving requests. I'm going to show you guys everything that's already been currently shot that needs to go up, not including shows. Okay, here we go. Let me bring it over here. Little Google Doc in order to keep track of all this. All right. So here's what we got going. Because everything's like by genre now, right? So the ones with the bold, that means they've already been shot. The other ones are like things to keep in mind. Like, give you a little behind the scenes here, especially if there's other reactors here. I'm guessing of when Despicable Me 4 might come out, and Tara and I did the first 3 Despicable Me, so I'm like, okay, I should probably shoot Minions and release and get that up by August 5th, August 12th, and I'm assuming the next one will come out. Despicable 4 will come out a week after that. So these 2 have been shot for drama and historical. These are the other one. This is all that's been shot for drama and historical. Prisoners comes out on Tuesday. For horror and thriller, here's everything that's been shot. And then other things to keep in mind: action and adventure. Tara and Andrew are doing the X-Men movies and Deadpool. Hopefully to land on when Deadpool and Wolverine releases on VOD, because Andrew wanted to rewatch all of them because there's so much he forgot, and then Tara's never seen them. So I was like, oh, let's have you do your rewatch, and then let's have you do your first time watch. So they're gonna be doing that together. The Jumanji films they did now at the museum just went up today, so I can delete that. We currently have no comedy or romance film shot. It's gonna be a busy week, and a lot of sci-fi and fantasy we got done as well. So yeah, we got a lot of movies shot right now. I want to take a trip. I didn't get to go on my honeymoon. Had to cancel for a medical reason. And so we want to be able to go to New York. We're getting tickets to New York for the day after Christmas.
That's so exciting, man. That's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited for you to see Rockefeller Center around Christmas.
I'm excited too. All right.
I'm going in September. That's where I'm going.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, guys. I got like 8 minutes. For me, John will be here at 2 to swap in. John will be here at 2 to swap in to finish off these super chats.
Yeah.
but
Hopefully
then
they're all Greg
but then
questions.
they have to film.
Spider-Man.
They have to film the next Spider-Man. Just cool in one. I think the Russo Brothers now will bring a new flair to the directing approach because they directed 3 features between Endgame and their return and got to experiment a bit. You know, Justin Coleman, that's something I did not. Out of all my things of trying to be positive, I'm glad you pointed that out because that just got me to check myself. I have not thought about maybe they really want to do it because they have a different thing that they really want to bring to it.
I think that really helped Joss Whedon with doing like that tiny little Shakespeare film between the 2 Avengers films. Like cleanse your palate a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't love Age of Ultron, but it was definitely like
I think it's good to take
bolder.
a break because I think that's what really burned David Yates out. Like those Fantastic
Yeah.
Beasts films just were
Do not feel original.
good, man.
Thank you,
First,
that
I
was-
like the first one. I like the first one,
Mhm.
but the next 2, I'm like, oh Jesus. Bye, Youssef.
That weird why. I appreciate it.
Nico.
Thanks, D.
You know who would really kill it? I know you guys are busy as heck, but our gaming channel, like the live streams where you guys play Spider-Man, Midnight Suns, that would be fun, man. I'm trying to produce some other channel. I'm producing Tara's channel right now, and she's doing reality shows. You guys should go check it out. People have been loving it. And I'm going to get involved with Andrew's channel. He's got a really cool movie trivia
It's
thing
not
going
helping my channel.
on. I was going to talk to you, Koi, but one of my conversations with Holiday was about I need to see if Koi wants me to even be involved, or if he
Yes.
just wants it all to himself.
I've done 21K to 27K since April have grown.
I know, so I wanted to know if you
I would like to grow
wanted-
more,
if you
Greg. I'd like to
wanted
grow
me-
more.
I didn't know if you wanted me to be involved or if you wanted to just do it on your own.
I finally had a video do better than the one that you designed the thumbnail for, but it took 12 attempts.
I'm just
I
trying.
need help, Greg.
I am still really trying to. I keep hiring for this, and this, and some. I'm like, why am I still working till like 3 in the morning?
Because you're doing all these other things.
I'm like, I need to get. It's Tara Erickson. That's it. So I need. There's a lot I'm trying. I'm excited about a lot of things. There's a lot of exciting things.
I'm burnt out and apathetic, so I need that excitement.
I
have
have
never-
magic mind.
I need more
So-
magic mind.
But that's not a bad idea. I think it would be fun. I've always wanted to do, especially not really just story games, but I've really wanted to do like fighting games and shooting games.
Yeah.
I think that would just be a blast. Yeah. Rick Alt, doing his John Campia. Salutations, fellow Homo sapiens. Nice, that rhymes. Greg and Coy, I'm curious, what's your favorite action figure collectible you own? Also, what superhero suit do you think has the best muscle padding and which has the worst? I'll
Those are
show you.
fun, nerdy
I have
questions.
them both right here. I have all 3 right here. Coy, answer.
The best super suit, man, that's fun. That is such a big question. I think the Boys has the best overall universe of super suits. I think because they like feel so real and like effective to that universe. Maybe the Deadpool suit. I really love the Deadpool suit, and I think the padding is largely. I'm gonna put it down on here or hold it up. Oh, that's awesome. Michael put this together for him. He's had this since he was a little boy. And Maria Hammond gave this to him. And those are his 3 favorites. That was delightful. I think my favorite collectible is Jim Starlin came to my birthday. I had a week of Greg knows I'm a selfish monster. I usually do a whole birthday week. And I did 3 things for my birthday a couple years ago, and I in doing 3 things just invited a bunch of people to all 3 things, and one of only they got bigger and bigger. Like the actual party was like 70, 80 people, but one was a small dinner, one was going to see Black Panther at the Hollywood Bowl, and Jim Starlin came to all 3. And then at the 3rd one, he hand drew me a Thanos and said, "Happy birthday, Koi." So I have an original Thanos sketch from Jim Starlin, the man who invented Thanos. And that's probably my favorite collectible. And then worst suit, I would say, what's the worst suit?
Of which character? Sorry.
Just in general, what's the worst superhero suit? Probably.
I hate the Batman Robins.
Yeah, Batman and Robin bat nipples are pretty bad. I was trying to think if
Those
there's
were
anything
like-
worse.
Those were like bats.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, I think Batman and Robin is fairly maligned.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably the Batman and Robin suits. Any of them. Actually, you know what? The silver one and the nipples. Like the final suit that's just an action figure.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Because
I'm thinking of
the
silver
earlier
one,
one
yeah.
is bad too. But yeah, I think that's it.
The silver ones are awful.
I think Ashley's power after Compound V is going to be like Medusa's power in Humans. Someone
What's
just
your
asked
pa-
about.
what's your
I think she's going to have hair that like is sentient.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's my thought.
That would be
Wouldn't that be
poetic.
perfect,
That
right?
would be very poetic.
I think
for
she's
her.
going to have hair that is capable.
I feel like I was guessing like leader or that like
Yeah.
crazy brain. You know.
Yeah. Shazam's I like the Shazam suit, actually. I know the padding's rough, but I think it's a cool looking suit.
I think it's perfect for
The
the
movie.
character.
Yeah,
for the
I
character.
think it totally suits the world. I think it makes the world
Like,
feel.
it feels like a boy wearing a big boy
Yeah.
superhero outfit. Yeah.
And I think that's why you kept that movie separate, because it would have been weird if
Yeah.
suddenly, like, hey, Batman.
Just cool in one. Back at it. I'm so excited for Fantastic Four. I think Matt Shackman is going to do an amazing job. And this is the movie after Deadpool that needs to stick the landing. I think it could be the best Marvel movie. Agree, it's important. It needs to stick the landing, but I think what Marvel really needs is consistency more than anything else. They need to forget about this. Needs to be like a period in the life that we forget about. Like, oh yeah, there was a moment
That was
of
a
bad
bad
films.
relationship I was
Yeah,
in.
there was a moment of bad films,
And I grew from it.
You know, and like long-lasting franchises often have that. You know, Doctor Who has had its era of bad. Bond has had its era of bad. Like it's really easy for a franchise to have that.
Yeah, just evolve.
Yeah, it happens.
But they're not usually as connected, so people are like, "Oh, it's gonna taint." I'm like,
and
no,
there's
they're
not
starting.
usually like 5 of them in a year. Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
do forget how many good things came out between. Guardians was just last year. Like there are
Sure.
good stuff amongst it.
But it seems like whenever there's a good one, there's an asterisk. Like for example, I'm sure when this comes out, they're going to
People
be
are like,
like,
"Oh, because Ryan
"It's
Reynolds."
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, those, you know."
100%. 100%.
The Daily Schwab. Hey, Greg and Coy. Just want to say you guys and everyone on the channel make my day every day. Also, do you think we both get Avengers vs. X-Men movie? Hey, Coy, have we talked about this
I
yet?
think we have at the top, but I think we do.
Yeah, I think we do. But your compliments are super duper sweet.
And
Thank you so
I do
much.
think we get it with the older X-Men team mixed with some new folk, but I don't think we bring in all new X-Men against the Avengers we know. I think it'd be the Fox X-Men if they do it against the Avengers.
Sure. That's a great point.
Because it'd be weird to be like, this is this new team and they're fighting the people you know.
Just cool and one. Back at it. Fantastic Four had so much writing on it as well. We had good Superman movies. We never had a definitive Fantastic Four, and I think this movie will make it a statement. I think it will surprise people.
I agree.
I hope so. I think it's obviously going to take place in a different era, and I think that's a genius move and different for Marvel. Outside of like I think Captain America: First Avengers in the first half sort of embraced its time period, but
Yeah.
I feel like this movie will wholeheartedly embrace it, and I think that's why getting Matt Shackman, who was doing WandaVision, which paid tribute to so many different eras of before the 2000s, that's why I think he's a perfect get for Fantastic Four.
And like the tone that they need to strike, I think will suit better at being a fish out of water idea. I think all those characters being in the 60s and then folding them into our universe is going to make it more interesting. I'm really excited for the Fantastic Four.
I love the back and forth that's happening in the chat, especially with Aisha. That's amazing. Love seeing the fun happen. Nick Alexander, second question. What workplace comic movie should Kevin Smith do? Comic book movie.
Oh, I mean, I'd love if he did something like Mallrats in a comic store. I think he does really good. I mean, Clerks and Mallrats are very similar in their slice of lifeness. I'd love to see something with a comic book. His next movie is, I think it's called the 4:30 showing or something like that. It's in a movie theater. So Kevin bought a movie theater and he works sometimes at it. Like Kevin bought his childhood theater like I've always wanted to. Like Kevin literally lives all of our dreams. He bought his childhood movie theater so he can get a business, and they call him the Phantom of the Opera because he'll just descend and like he'll be in like a bathrobe because there's like an upstairs apartment. He'll just be like, "Ugh," and scare the crap out of people because it's like, why is Kevin Smith here? So I think he just filmed a movie there, and that's coming out next. It just got a distributor. So I would love to see him do that with his comic store too, like Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. That'd be awesome. So maybe.
I think it would be cool if he did a Team Daryl movie.
Yeah, Daryl.
From the Thor films.
Yeah.
He never came into the Thor films, did he?
No.
It'd be great for it, though.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, Galagos, what's up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Maybe you will be. What's up? Maybe you will be here at Comic-Con. Hey, fellas, been a while. Coy, congratulations and welcome to the Engagement Squad. So happy for you both. You look extremely happy. Hugs. And he also says, Greg, vodka cranberry is my preferred drink choice. Damn right it is. Period. 24 hours a day.
That's right.
Had it at Flappers while you were on stage last year. You're damn right I did. Always do. I'm a simple drinker. Vodka gets the job done straight, keeps the energy up. Every other drink makes me moody or sleepy.
Interesting.
Tequila, I get moody or sleepy.
Vodka doesn't work in my body well. I get like nauseous and tired.
Oh, really? I get
Yeah.
like energetic. I'm ready to like kick ass.
That's
and
me and
have
tequila
fun.
and whiskey.
Yeah, man, I'm
It's
ready.
interesting
for
how
it.
chemistry is that different, like in people, because I really vodka. I'm like, why have I done this? And
I
then
think we have chemistry.
I mean, obviously,
We have chemistry.
yeah.
But you're Irish, so you're like, I want Guinness. I want dark. You like dark liquor.
Yeah, I had tequila and then a
Yeah,
Guinness.
I'm like a fruity guy.
oh yeah, not fruity guy.
I'm a fruity guy.
Anya loves fruity.
I would love if you put
I-
like Fruit Loops in there.
Dude, she did a real music video and was in that photo. Shocked.
She's bomb, man.
Shocked.
Hey, man, you're engaged to her. She's
Now-
part of the family.
Now she's like willing to be.
She's part of the
I
family.
was so flattered. She does not like being social
Till we
media.
go full corporate, I start chewing you guys out.
And then she's like, I don't know about this family.
You know,
Feels like a corporation.
I'm like, this is a job.
You're wearing a lot of ties.
This is a workplace
You gotta wear a
environment.
button-up shirt.
All right,
No women.
you convey professionalism.
Yeah.
And then we act like we're just friends on camera.
Yeah. Uncomfortable.
But thank you, Galaghost.
I miss
Vodka
Boston.
Cran, baby. Did we make it to the final ones?
We did. Doing
Almost there. Nico. Suicide Squad is it's a psych reaction one. Oh yeah, it's an animated film.
Oh, the anime one. I heard about it.
I did hear good things about that one. I would like to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And James Jennings is saying, "Have you seen Crisis on Infinite Earths all parts?" No, they have not. But I think we will bring back the DCAU films.
Okay.
I feel like closer to the DC era of reign.
It's next summer.
think
Like,
it'll
I
be
think
fun.
it'd be really fun. I agree.
I think it'll be really fun. Are they good? The Crisis on Infinite Earths films?
I haven't
I heard
anything about
the third one is the final thing with Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy.
Oh, then we have to.
Yeah,
I
heard
really
that's
wanna
the- I
experience
hear
that.
that's the final one between.
Love Kevin Conroy's Batman, obviously, but yeah.
And Gala Ghost. Question for you both. Was recently laid off. I'm sorry.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Question is, what do you find yourselves doing to keep your spirits up in the low points? Love you. Exercise, meditate, journal, and I love to listen to my favorite comedians. That really helps me out a lot.
Good one.
I think Conan O'Brien's podcast is like my most reliable thing. Sometimes if I'm like in it, because I can be such in work mode sometimes that I can take myself too serious. And then if I have to film, I'll sometimes listen to like a bit of the podcast for like 10 minutes just so I can get more in a
Good space.
good, humorous mood. I think that really does help. Personal development's really, really important. The more you work on yourself, the more you will attract more into your life. You know, I've heard a phrase once that you don't find success; success finds you. How do you attract success? By becoming an attractive person. So it's really important to work on yourself first and foremost, and you got to do the work regardless. I think the big misunderstanding that a lot of people have is they wait for motivation to come to take action, when really if you start taking action, motivation tends to follow. So just start taking action, even if you don't want to, on the things you really want to do in your life, and embrace failure. I've learned to embrace failure so much. I fucking love failure. I get excited when something's not working out. Like
That's why it keeps being like, let's do interviews on the channel. They'll get 7 views, but Coy likes them.
I think you learn so much from failure. I love it. I get excited at every 2 years. I'm like, oh, I knew so little back then. Every 2 years, I look back at who I was today. Like, I knew so little. So I get excited at the thought of like who I'm going to be 2 years from now, because I'm constantly working on myself. And I'm like, in 2 years from now, I'm going to be like, I knew so little back then.
I agree with 100% of what he had to say just now. And I'm coming from another place. So he has recently rediscovered a sense of humor, and he's finding all these things. For the record, I am easily the most apathetic and not inspired and creatively bankrupt I've ever been. Right now, currently, I
That's good.
do
it's okay to admit
not. Yeah, like, and
Yeah.
I know, but what I was going to say to that was, the expression is so simple and so short, but it means everything to me. Is this too shall pass? Whenever I'm in a good place, I try to breathe it in because I know it won't last forever. Whenever I'm in a bad place, I try to remember this can't last forever. I think the importance of life being transitory is so essential. So whenever I'm in a place, whether it's good or bad, I try to breathe it in, because when I'm in a bad place, I'm like, okay, well, you know, it's going to be great when this is over. And like, it makes me realize when I'm good how shitty things had been. And I go like, oh, but you wouldn't feel great if you hadn't lived through the shitty. Like, if you look at a mountain, it doesn't have the heights it does without the valley beneath it.
Yeah.
And, like, if the world was flat, we wouldn't appreciate the valleys of the mountains. Like, we need perspective. So right
Absolutely.
now, I'm not inspired at all. I am struggling like crazy. And I'm personally extremely upset that I have worked 12 years in this space, and I have specifically worked towards Deadpool, and I have less than no access to the thing that means the most to me. It feels personal. It isn't personal. It is in no way personal. Disney's the biggest company in the world. It's not like they were like, you know who's not welcome? But it's hard for me as someone who only has my worldview. I only have my life, so it feels personal, because I'm like, but I've worked really hard for that, and it hurts. And I think that's led me to feel this really down time, because the movie's coming out. I have nothing to do with it, and that sucks. But I'm trying to remember, when I do get an opportunity next time, to remember how this feels, so I appreciate that opportunity more.
Yeah.
Like, I am really excited about Comic-Con, but a lot of the panels I was really fighting for, I didn't get. But I'm so appreciative of the panels I do have. So what I would say to your thing is, like, it's bad to be in low spirits, but one, it gives you perspective. And two, look at the things that are going well, because you will attract more things going well, as he said. But it also is, like, really important to feel those things. Like, right now, I have a fiance that I love more than I've ever loved anything in the world. My work life is tricky, but I can focus on that. So find the things that are good, and then, like, time will make life better again too.
Absolutely. Always feel your feelings. That's a hard thing for people to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can say all this stuff. I'm in a good mood right now. So it's easy for me to say this stuff. The challenge is when you're not in a good mood. The challenge is when you're in a bad place and you have to
Rally.
biohack the term that people say now, your own brain. And learning the tricks to do that is a lifesaver. I have to work so much, I have to film so much. I can't come on here and be like, I'm in a fucking bad mood, you know? And sometimes I'm not in a great mood. And then I have to like get into my emotions and do what I can. So yeah, there's a lot that I do. But yeah. Daily Schwab, you're the final question of the day. Galagos, you'll find something else as long as you keep working on yourself. Daily Schwab. I didn't realize so many people posted about Avengers vs. X-Men. Do you guys think Lewis Pullman will shock everyone a century? I love his work.
I think Lewis Pullman will surprise people because we don't have a lot of exposure to him.
Yeah.
I think no matter what, this is his biggest, like, obviously Top Gun was a huge movie, but he was a small part in a huge movie. I think this is going to be his, like, showy role. So I'm really excited. I personally don't love the character of Sentry. So what I'm excited about is an actor I do like playing a character that I don't to get me to like him more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hopeful that this is the thing where I'm like, oh, that's why people like Sentry. So I'm counting on Lewis Pullman personally to make me give a crap, and I think he will.
One thing I'll say too on the personal development side, I think the best podcast, and Coy listens to him too. We learned this on a live stream together. A great introduction. Like, I personally love reading the books. Like a great book on how to embrace failure is a book called Failing Forward. It's a great book. And another one, and there's a lot of books out there, and there's a lot of like seminars and audios you can listen to, but I think a great starting point and one that I've learned a lot from that I truly do think is like personal development is the podcast Diary of a CEO. That show brings on constantly like successful people in an endeavor of fields, and I really think you learn so much from there, and there's so much of the advice from all these experts that I have applied in my personal life. I just basically like to like jam pack my brain with information and then see what sticks and try to apply as like I don't have the greatest memory. I don't remember everything. I don't remember most things. But often enough, you just instill enough in your brain, it starts becoming a part of your subconscious. So I just like to brainwash myself essentially by just like
Stick,
just
stick,
like
stick.
just throw a bunch in here. That's why it's like you listen to enough comedians, you might start adopting their sense of humor. You listen to someone be negative long enough, you'll start becoming negative. And you're around someone positive, you start becoming positive. So there's a lot that I think the absorption.
We are sponges for sure.
And progress is more important than achievement. Always remember that. Here's a Forge. What's up? Oh, shit, Adam. I got to reply to you.
Everyone that Greg needs to text is coming into the live chat.
I need to reply to you.
Diary of a CEO is the podcast, Adam. And it's really good. I listen to it too.
There's a video link regarding your question you sent me,
so
Andrew. Adam, video link that I've been trying to find for you. I think I remember the name of the channel, but it's to answer your question. I'm going to send that link to you. But thank you guys so much for being here. I got to go see my family. This guy has to go film with John.
Did we get everyone on the other?
We got everyone. We got everyone.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for being here. I personally had a wonderful time again. I always love doing these with you, Coy. I think they're so much fun.
I'm excited for Monday, man. We're going to have so much to talk about.
Monday, not this Monday, the Monday after Deadpool comes out. I'm hoping that I can make it Coy, John, and myself. It'll be the entire day just dedicated to that. We have to plan nothing else. It's just going to film that, just live stream for many hours that day. I'm so excited for that. And also, I'll leave you guys on this. I rarely say this, but I would love to meet more of you guys in person. I won't be at SDCC. Coy will be there. I'm going to be going to Universal City Walk. Coy can't go anymore because he's doing Comic-Con. I'm going to go to Universal City Walk on Friday night to go see Deadpool Wolverine on IMAX. So if you guys are there, please come say hi. If you happen to see myself or John, please come say hi. Would absolutely love to snap a photo with you or anything you guys want. So please.
And we might be doing something down the line, late summer.
Yes, that's a big thing. All righty, guys. Thank you so much for everything. We will talk with y'all soon.